Good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs Studios. Today, the Titans made a flurry of roster moves. They placed outside linebacker Alec Gay on IR. Gay left Sunday's game early against the Colts with a lower body injury. They signed linebacker Truman Jones and cornerback Micah Robinson to the active roster. They also signed cornerback Keeman Hall and wide receiver Hal Presley III to the practice squad and released linebacker O'Shawn Mathis from the P squad. In NFL news today, the Patriots agreed to terms with standout cornerback and all-pro punt returner Marcus Jones for a 3-year deal worth $36 million in new money. In college football news today, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey asked the NCAA to rescind its ruling that allowed college players and staffers to bet on pro sports, saying it's, quote, a major step in the wrong direction, end quote, according to Ross Dellinger. For our Foundation Repair, whatever needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home of the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, attacking a Tuesday afternoon in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day. To me, this is perfect weather. Gray, 60 degrees. Love it. Absolutely love it. Babsy, what about you?
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I will. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Babs is here.
That's bunk.
The Babsy Prize Closet is open at 5 o'clock. We've got a Tennessee football trivia question that is very difficult. Our instruction to Zeph when he sent us the question was from both of us separately, hey, dude, have some hints ready.
Yeah, because it's hard.
So I have asked 3 people this question.
Nobody got it. I don't care how big a Tennessee fan you are.
Are they Tennessee
All 3 people
Vols
have gotten
fans?
it. Yes.
No.
Yes. Actually, Ross isn't even a Vols fan, and he got it.
You're
No
full of
way.
shit.
Yeah.
I know.
First try?
Yes, first try.
I don't believe you.
And then Jackson, a.k.a. Smiley, was the other one who got it. Who else did I ask? Maybe it's just 2, not 3.
Would you have
I
gotten
never
it?
did. If I knew the year of the game, which I said on the air
Which we
yesterday.
are going to give the year of the game?
Haven't decided yet, because I think it'll make it too easy. But if y'all want to give the year of the game, we can. I've got it in there.
You watch
Do
the
you
show
think the year
live.
of the game makes it too easy?
No, I still think it's hard.
I do too.
You're talking about,
3 wide receivers.
okay. Well, there's it.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. It's not till 5 o'clock.
Yeah. You think we'll turn over the 3HL listening crew between now and then?
Probably.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
If you're listening now, you can't participate.
Yes, they can. Bew
Yeah, you
Bew
can.
96. One of these shows on the Zone will have Amy Adams Strunk on as a guest one day. It's going to break records. Yeah, she's not really down with that. Even when things are great. We've had her on 3HL twice.
Yeah.
But both times we're like in person with a microphone and, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
We did have Tommy on right before they transitioned the control from Tommy to Amy and asked Tommy what the identity of the football team was, and he gave the complete opposite answer of what it probably should have been. And like a week later, they switched. So maybe that's why they don't do those anymore, because that's the last time I think anybody's had the controlling owner on. Was Tommy.
So we screwed it up?
I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, I thought that was a logical question. What do you want the
How
identity
about
of the
he
team?
screwed it up?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question I would have known was
I mean,
coming.
what is she going to say that'll make you not angry?
I would transition that answer into what we envision moving forward completely. But, I mean, that's the kind of question that it is something that you want to know, but it's also open-ended enough for you to be able to answer it however you want to answer it. Now, if we follow up, we follow up, but I don't know. That's why I call our interviews conversations. Typically don't have anything, hardly ever, anything scripted out. Might have some bullet points, but wanted to sound like a conversation to y'all because I think we're all in this together, sort of. So one big happy family. Paragon 13, same mayor. Let's go. Talking about the weather. Man, 98% chance of rain tomorrow, though, Babs. And while I'm on that, y'all, Hurricane Melissa is a Wyatt Category 5 tornado, 185 mile per hour winds as it hit Jamaica.
Hurricane, yeah.
It's one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit the Atlantic Basin.
Oof.
In terms of barometric pressure, this morning it was like 6 all time. But very rarely do Category 5s hit land.
Monster.
So we had some friends that just went to Jamaica. I mean, like 2 weeks ago. So certainly thinking about all the people down there. Prayers up to the people of Jamaica, all the people in the islands in the path of this historic storm. Cuba's next, I think. Now, one thing is it's spinning away from the United States. So there's some weather going through here, actually, tomorrow that's pushing it. Weather yesterday and weather tomorrow that's pushing it more east. But anyway, wanted to acknowledge that. Titans coordinators met with the media today. They said some things.
I've got some of that. It's sitting on the printer for you. Forgot to grab it.
Wait, I get here, and the three of y'all, which I won't name all, I'll name you.
No, Bert and Jackson. Go ahead and name them.
They're in the production room next to us, Babs. And I mean, blasting like gangster rap and dancing.
No, it was.
Whoa, dancing?
Yeah, they were dancing.
Bert was playing the remix, the DMX remix of Reading Rainbow.
Oh, okay. I didn't stick around long enough except to hear a bunch of F-bombs.
Because it's hilarious. Because it's DMX. It's this children's.
Thank you, sir.
It's this children's like theme song, and it's just DMX coming here just cussing after every line, and it's hilarious.
Big boss Bert. Some of the Titans topics, all three 2025 starting cornerbacks are absent from the field or the team. So we're going to ask Jim Wyatt at 3:20 to walk us through the cornerback room. Oh. Also, one thing I was thinking about.
I just went back through
Did you just rip your depth chart?
I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to say
this
death
was my,
chart.
Well, I mean, that could be appropriate.
That's your training camp depth chart?
This is the unofficial depth chart to start the season.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
For the Titans. I mean, depth chart could also probably be utilized here.
There were two things I was thinking about last night and this morning, and Blaine hit on both of them today during cover two. We were talking during when we do the countdown to kickoff, Lee Company countdown to kickoff, like he will answer a question that I'm going to ask him. Like he just knows it's going to, I don't know. We just kind of on each other's brain there. But I was thinking about the Jarvis Brownlee Jr. trade.
Yep. By the way, he's right there
yeah.
on the depth chart. Cross him off then.
You cross him off.
Oh, I've got a piece of audio about Jarvis Brownlee Jr.
I heard it, and we need to do it. Like Blaine and Mickey played it on cover two. It was phenomenal. It's the New York Jets.
Blaine and Zach.
Blaine and Mickey. Blaine and Zach. Sorry, Zach.
Blast from the past.
Yeah. What up, Mickey? Blaine and Zach. Cover two. They played this. It's phenomenal. It's like the Jets broadcast team talking about Jarvis Brownlee Jr., and they had just gotten back from the locker room after their win. And the guy was kind of sharing the conversation he had with them.
You're going to want to hear the conversation, Don. It's
great. So I started thinking, and Blaine hit on this today. Remember we said the only reason it makes sense that you would trade Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is because you think he's a slot corner and you've decided that Roger McCreary is the best guy and that you're going to re-up him and give him a new deal. That's why you trade Jarvis Brownlee Jr.
And now Roger McCreary's gone.
So instead of playing,
that wasn't it.
Instead of moving Jarvis Brownlee Jr. into the slot, his natural position, which is what Greg Cosell has told us since the draft, loves the player in the slot. So instead of, not only do you not have that player, he was on his rookie contract. He's not expensive. What are you doing? Now you bring in guys, and the defensive coordinator is, I mean, he basically said, we always say next man up, but it's hard not having the three players we started the year with at cornerback, which I took to be a little shot at roster management guy, whoever that is.
Which he doesn't ever say anything like even remotely controversial.
Listen, you know you're getting fired at this point.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, you want to talk about truth tellers? We're about to get a lot of that, I would think.
a lot of these reports coming out,
This
too.
is
Everybody.
This is what Denard Wilson said about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. Obviously, we started the season, 3 of our starters that we started out with are no longer, 2 are no longer here, and 1's on IR. So it's hard to replace. We always say next man up. But those are 3 good players that we had that's not lining up. But the young guys are here. We have new additions to the room. We got to get them prepared and get them to play to their best ability, put them in their spots, and hopefully they go out there and make plays.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
This is where you are. Wow. I mean, I have no problem with anything. Anybody disagree with anything he just said?
No.
But that's where they are.
Yeah, so this depth chart was, when was this? Yeah, before game 1. Oh, this is before preseason game 1, huh? Jarvis Brownlee at your corners, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., Daryl Baker Jr., Roger McCreary, Marcus Harris, Gabe Judy Lawley, Kevin Winston Jr., Mike Brown.
Yep. We'll talk Titans football. Jim Wyatt coming up.
Because L'Jarius Sneed didn't play in the preseason.
That's right. Any of y'all make it to the end?
Yes.
I did too. And the only reason why I stopped texting Zeph is because it was well past 1 o'clock in the morning.
I did not make it to the end.
Did you watch any of it?
No.
Oh, well. You missed
That was one of the best baseball games I've ever seen.
one hell of a game, Don.
Maybe the best. No dog in the hunt either. Outside of the whole, we're at war peacock.
Yeah.
USA, Canada.
And me hating the Dodgers. That was just a phenomenal baseball game to just sit down and watch.
Dodgers win game 3 with a walk-off home run from Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 18th inning at 1:50 a.m. Central Time. Did you make it? 2:50, obviously, a.m. Eastern Time. There were 16 hours between the end of that game and the beginning of tonight's game. 16. And they were talking with Shohei Ohtani after the game, who, I mean, the dude is not human.
Mm-mm.
He's the best baseball player we have ever seen.
In the history of the sport.
In the history of the sport.
People will give pushback on Babe Ruth. No. Dude's pitching tonight. He went to the plate 9 times last night. They did not get him out. They walked him intentionally when he was the winning run multiple times.
And you know what? They walked him so that they could face an 8-time Pro Bowler, sorry, not football, 8-time All-Star and Mookie Betts.
Future Hall of Famer. And then Freddie Freeman.
And then behind him, a 9-time All-Star, future Hall of Famer, and an MVP, Freddie Freeman.
Crazy, man. That dude is crazy.
And we were all sitting there on like, yeah, you know what? That's smart.
I know you asked the question that before they did it the first time. You asked the question. I'm like, there's no way they're pitching that guy. They will put the winning run on base in a playoff game in extra innings. That's what's going to happen.
And they did it 5 times in a row.
Well, they pitched to him the one time, but it really wasn't.
I don't know why they did that.
I was thinking in the moment, if I'm Ohtani, I would just swing at 2 of them. Because at that point, you've got 2 strikes. Maybe they do pitch to you. Anyway, he was 4 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 5 walks, 4 times intentionally, 3 RBI, 3 runs scored, and he's pitching tonight.
And he'll go out there and pump 100 and have a bunch of strikeouts.
He has 6 home runs in his last, 3 games?
It's nuts.
He's reached base in 10 consecutive plate appearances. He's the only player in baseball history to do that in the World Series.
Laura said, Zeph, are you still for Toronto after last night's
100%. But I'm going to tell you.
He loves Freddie Freeman, though.
I
do.
Loves him.
When George Springer went out with that oblique strain, I believe is what it ended up being.
I mean, the guy could have gone. He had time to go to the hospital, have surgery.
Come back and
eat some ice cream.
Get back in the game.
Watch Sesame Street or whatever. Then come back to the game and get back. They can't put him back in. But he could have been in the dugout.
But once George Springer went out with that oblique injury, it killed the Blue Jays lineup. They couldn't hit anything after that. Mm-hmm. And then they kept making base running errors, which I don't think is on the players. I think it's on the coaches for being way too aggressive in a moment where you don't need to be aggressive. And it ended up costing them.
One time they sent a runner.
It was bad.
I get it.
He was on
to take
first,
the lead.
trying to go first to home,
He
And a
sent
ball
him,
to the
and
right.
the catcher literally caught the ball and reached down to tag him, and the runner wasn't even near him yet. So he literally was
Just waiting.
then waited and tagged him. It was a crazy game. 18 innings, 6 hours, 39 minutes, 609 pitches, 130 at bats, 19 pitchers used, 5 home runs, tied the record for longest World Series game in terms of innings with 18. So they'll go at it again tonight. Dodgers a huge favorite with Ohtani on the mound.
Did you see the stat with Brad Paisley?
Oh, Brad Paisley.
What?
So Brad Paisley sang the national anthem
Oh,
before the game yesterday. He has done it 4 times in World Series history. He's sang it in front and before a World Series game.
and the
4
home
times.
team's won every time.
Every single time it's gone to extra innings.
Oh, extra
Every
innings.
single time
That's like
it's
the
gone to
Babs
extra
thing.
innings.
You get Babs and Paisley together, man. The game's never ending.
That's right.
He had the last
Paisley, come on.
he had the last time it went to 18 innings, which is the longest game in World Series history. And then he had an 11-inning game and a 10-inning game, and then last night.
Wow.
So pitchers hate to see Brad Paisley singing that anthem.
Well, let me throw this out there just to not get it twisted. I am not a Dodgers fan by any stretch of the imagination. I'm happy for my friend Jim Wyatt because he is, but I am not a Dodgers fan at all. But when you're talking about war, we're going
What are
at you,
talking
Canada.
About country.
We're coming at you, Canada.
talking about USA, Zeph.
Go Blue Jays.
Traitor.
Even though I
all
don't
right.
think they'll win.
Let's talk some Titans football with Jim Wyatt when we come back. Stay tuned. 3HL underway, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. I want to tell you about a new obsession you're going to have when you try Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. Certainly a guilty pleasure during football season. I've got some in my fridge, had some over the weekend. Daisy Ranch Dip, that is, and absolutely love it. They're as delicious as homemade dips, and they're made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you'll find in your own kitchen. So if you're having people over, you can put it in a bowl that doesn't have that Daisy logo on it, and people will think you made it. It's that good and tastes like home. I invite you to snack the proper way. Daisy French Onion Dip, Daisy Ranch Dip at a grocery store near you. 3HL 1045 The Zone, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's Babsy Davenport. I'm Brent Doherty. Ron Slay will be back tomorrow. Live from the 1045 The Zone Circus Sports Studio. Kentucky's largest sports book can now be found at Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs. Here's another thing. This is not a baseball market. We understand that, and we understand a lot of y'all don't like that sport. Like Bert, who has been, every time he passes Zeph, he tells Zeph something he would rather watch other than that game last night. So we invited Bert to come in at 3:45 and speak for the people, those of y'all that do not care for the Major League Baseball postseason. I know this guy does. Jim Wyatt, big lifelong Dodgers fan.
Jimmy!
What a game last night, Jimmy. Like,
it was great. It was a great game. It was nerve-wracking. Those games take years off my life. But, for all the, not only the Ohtani factor is incredible, but some of the plays that were made defensively and some of the pitching that the Dodgers bullpen did that came out of nowhere. Toronto's got a heck of a team themselves. And so just to see it all play out and see how these managers have to work this roster, running out of pitchers, running out of position players, trying to figure out what happens if the game goes 19 innings. I mean, there was so much drama in that game. And if they were playing now, I would have stayed up all the way through. There's no way I was going to bed potentially missing the end of that game.
Do you know, how...
I'm used to it, though. Those Dodger games start at 9 o'clock, 9:10, so that wasn't all that late for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but for it to start at 7, like, did you reach a point where you had to be kind of quiet even though big moments were happening?
My wife, I have to give her credit. Like, she's a school teacher. She usually goes to bed around 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10, and she stuck it out through 15, and she finally went upstairs, and I thought she was going upstairs to go to bed, and I peeked up there, and she had the TV on watching in bed. So I didn't have to stay that quiet, and she was a trooper watching the Dodgers with me, and I wasn't loud when I woke up the neighbors when that home run ball went out. I was more relieved. I was definitely knew I had to get some sleep and get ready for game.
I kept thinking that Mookie Betts.
Game 5.
I kept thinking that Mookie Betts was going to be the guy with the game winner because they kept walking Ohtani, and people that don't know baseball, to put the winning run on in extra innings multiple times is crazy. That is unbelievable. So I thought Mookie, who is from Nashville, went to Overton High School. I thought he was going to get in, and friends with Slay. I really thought he was going to get a chance to, and he did have chances, just didn't fall his way. But that home run was kind of a no-doubter by Freeman. That was great.
I thought so, but there were a couple other ones in that game.
That's true.
The Will Smith one late that I thought were potentially going to get out. I thought Freeman had another one that was going to get out. So I didn't celebrate, so I saw it go over the center field fence. And but Mookie has come through in those situations before.
So many times.
So fun, and looking forward to tonight.
Yep, we'll talk more about it. But the big story to me, the superstars did their thing for sure. But the Will Klein performance, 4 innings. He had never gone more than 2, never pitched more than 36 innings in a game. He goes 4 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 72 pitches, gets the game to the bottom of the 18th, and Freddie Freeman does it. So game 4 tonight at 7 o'clock, and watch at your own risk. I don't think it's going 18 with Ohtani on the mound, but we'll see.
We'll see. I just wonder how much he has left in the tank. That's a heck of a, been on base 9 times, and the emotions that he played with, that's asking a lot to come back and pitch the next day. But if anybody can do it, it's him.
By the way, one more thing before we get to the Titans. I went over to the Vanderbilt, Missouri game. That's the first time I've been over there with the new stadium configuration with all the upgrades and everything. And we were blessed enough to be able to stand in the Commodore Club area. That thing is a completely, I texted these guys. I'm like, I don't even know how to put into words, and words are my business, how different that vibe is over there now as opposed to what it always was when I was a kid and growing up.
Yeah, and what it's been like, during long stretches. And it's funny, I've noticed some people, tweet out this week, maybe the Vandy, Missouri game in 2021 and the crowd there compared to the Vandy, Missouri game this past Saturday. And I remember the Vandy, Missouri game in 2021. It was almost identical scenario. The Titans played the Colts the next day. I stuck right here and watched that game, and I bet there were probably 8,000 people in the stands. watching it, and I had walking pneumonia. I sat up in the corner of the stadium and watched it, and just thought about how far Vandy was to being a contender, and whether I'd ever see it in my lifetime. And now to see it there this past Saturday, just how much better the team is, how much better the stadium is, how much better the fan support is. It's amazing. Just wish my father was here to see it.
Yeah, I actually thought about that while we were over there. But so I was one of the people, had you seen me, that you were talking about last week, that you see a bunch of people, and it's great that you've never seen over there before. And I have been many times, but not in a while. And it just the whole vibe, the energy of the place, and the team is good. So kind of a perfect storm thing there. A team that's not good, the Tennessee Titans. TennesseeTitans.com is where you can consume Jim Wyatt's content at J Wyatt Sports. So let's start with the cornerback room, Jim. All three starters coming into the season gone. Roger McCreary, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. obviously traded away. L'Jarius Sneed on IR. What is the current situation of that room? Where are we looking at this week, and maybe specifically at nickel?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. I mean, there's all kinds of, options they could go with, and all of them are pretty much new. I mean, what you're looking at of who left standing is Jalen Armour-Davis, Marcus Harris, Samuel Womack, Micah Robinson, who was just signed off the Packers practice squad officially today. Those guys were all in play, and then on the practice squad, you've got Alex Johnson, Sam Webb. Certainly, Titans can play some safeties in different packages to try to lengthen the numbers at defensive back. But Denard Wilson talked about it today. I mean, it's a challenge. You're going without Jarvis Brownlee, without Roger McCreary, without L'Jarius Sneed, who's on IR, and now you're asking guys, some of them just straight off the street, to come in here and play, and you're going to be doing it on Sunday against the Chargers team that that can throw the football. So it's a challenge. We'll see what it looks like, in practice tomorrow, and that's just kind of where this team is right now. I know no one likes it. I understood the McCreary trade, even though I know people look at the value and don't see it's great. They moved up and got pretty significant movement from the back of the sixth up into the fifth to get that pick. But people will be glad to have it in April when the draft rolls around. But it's certainly tough to take when you have to watch this team play on Sundays, knowing you're going to be overmatched probably a lot of games, most games.
I know some people might push back on that idea. I'm not going to, because I think the Rams are going to be picking on the front part of the fifth round. So I think you're going from the bottom of the sixth to the top of the fifth, theoretically, and so I get that.
We're still talking a fifth or a sixth round pick.
Yeah, I mean,
but you get what you can get.
The pick. Yeah, the pick the Titans got was their old fifth. So really, it's the Titans' fifth.
Oh, it's a Titans fifth. There you go. Yeah.
It's the Titans' fifth that they traded away to get Ernest Jones. So the pick they got from the Rams is going to be a fifth rounder, pretty much right at the top. And the pick they traded away was a sixth rounder at the back of the sixth round. It had three sixth-round picks. This one at the back end of the sixth. So yeah, I mean, it's not. You look at it, it's not. Can't say it's great value that you certainly, like I say, you fleece the Rams.
No.
And people don't understand that, that giving up a starting cornerback, but you got to keep in mind that McCreary, was playing out the rest of this year, and then he was done here. His contract was up. So Mike Bargatzi is trying to rebuild this thing. He got what he could get. That was the market, and he took it.
Yeah, I mean, get something for him outside of nothing when his contract's up. The only problem with that, like theoretically and just from a business standpoint, makes the Jarvis Brownlee trade even more confusing to me personally, because you could have plugged him in with his rookie deal, put him in the slot, which is a natural position according to, we go with Greg Cosell on this show, but so that would have made sense to me. But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and I get people question now, and I like Brownlee, and so For me, that one's a tough sell because I think he's a good young player who you picked in the draft. Maybe a little bit rough around the edges, needs to be a little bit more disciplined. But if you work with him, I think he could emerge and be a starter for you. Obviously, the people making the decisions don't feel as strongly about him, and I firmly believe that the calls were made across the league to try to gauge interest in him. They got everything they could get. They didn't feel like he was a great culture fit, and they were just ready to move on. And so that was just not liking the player as much as maybe fans did there. And we'll see how that one plays out in time. If you look for a bright side there, Jarvis Brownlee helped the Jets win that game on Sunday, and maybe that helps the Titans draft positioning come April.
Yeah, got a pass breakup on the last play.
Because the Jets now you're maybe competing with the Jets for one of the top picks.
Yeah, Jets and Saints and Titans all 1-7. Saints going to the rookie quarterback this week, Tyler Shuck. So we'll see how that plays out for them. Curious, will DK's increased presence on offense affect his role as a returner?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he'll continue to do it. I think he's proven to be really good at the return game, and the more he plays, he's showing he's a really good weapon on offense. I think what you'd like to see is I.O. Manor kind of get to a little bit of a more comfort zone and making plays more consistently as well. Or maybe that'll come. But I was looking out there on Sunday, and you've got rookie quarterback Cam Ward, you got Jim DK, you got I.O. Manor out there, you got Gunnar Helm out there. The team has some young pieces playing, and while this is kind of a lost season from a win-loss perspective, you can kind of build some momentum here in the second half of the season with those guys, help them get better. Maybe that helps them moving forward.
Titans offensive coordinator Nick Holtz said that Cam Ward probably played his best game Sunday versus the Colts. I know it's hard to look at things like that when your team's getting blasted 38-14, but we did point out yesterday the metric that ESPN uses, QBR, his was 40.5. For what it's worth, that was by far his best QBR number of the season. What did you think about how Cam Ward played?
Yeah, I agree. I thought he made some great throws downfield. Didn't take a big blunder like he had in previous weeks. I think he continues to play with confidence. And he's with some tough spots. I mean, this team is playing catch-up in every game, and teams are coming after him. And running game was a little bit better on Sunday, but certainly not taking a whole lot of pressure off of him from that standpoint. So I thought he was better. The problem is the defense didn't play well at all, didn't tackle well, gave up big plays, didn't really give this team a chance to win. And once it got to be 24-7, it was pretty much game over at that point.
Jim Wyatt with us, TennesseeTitans.com at Jay Wyatt Sports. All right, Chargers coming in this weekend. They're 10.5-point favorite. What do you see as a path to being competitive in this football game?
I think being good in the red zone on defense, getting stops. They're gonna throw it for some yards because they've got a heck of a quarterback in Herbert, and they love to run the football as well. And so I think the Chargers are going to get theirs from a yard standpoint. If the Titans don't want to hang around in this game, you got to hold the field goals, which they're pretty much automatic kicking them with Dicker. And then offensively, you got to score. I mean, you got to make some things happen. You're not going to win many games scoring 14 points. We've seen that week in and week out. So forcing some turnovers will help. But this team's margin for error and things they can get away with is pretty slim, just because of what they're dealing with from a roster standpoint, from a personnel standpoint. So you're gonna have to make some plays and cause them to make some mistakes.
What's the Titans fans need something positive? What's that, Jimmy?
Jimmy, you got Morse code going? You need help?
No, I'm good. Well, I didn't hear anything on my end.
Oh, it sounded like a truck honking or something.
Or a major
Yeah.
ship or something.
Yeah. Anyway, Titans fan, I mean, we've heard it on this radio show for the last few weeks. They need something positive to hang their hat on with this team. What is it? What is it right now?
Well, I think it's DK. I mean, I think it's Gunnar Helm, and I think it's Cam Ward, and I think it's, hope that Kevin Winston plays more, and I think he's going to be one of the best guys in this draft class. I think it's the draft class. I mean, if this team's going to turn it around, it's going to be because they draft well. And that winning work in that way doesn't happen overnight. I think Mike Bargatzi's first draft, if you're looking for a positive, looks good. I mean, and now you got to do that again next year, and you got to make better decisions in free agency. Obviously, a whole lot remains to be seen with this team. What happens with the coaching staff next year, what happens with a lot of other players. But looking to hang your hat on something now, it's the young guys and hoping they get valuable experience, and Cam Ward continues to play like he did this past Sunday.
There he is. He's Jim
There
Wyatt
you
at
go.
J Wyatt Sports. Yes, TennesseeTitans.com. Well done, Jim. Covered a wide range of things there.
Young guys.
Good luck tonight, and good luck in Austin this weekend.
Okay, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great week.
Jim Wyatt, there you
Thanks,
go, at
Jimmy.
J Wyatt Sports. Yeah, that's the part that makes no sense anymore. And it really didn't in the moment.
The Brownlee?
And Blaine did a great job hitting on this today. The Brownlee trade. Still don't get it.
Because he's on a rookie deal.
You could have had a nickel guy for the next couple of years.
For
I get
cheap.
it. Now, Jim mentioned, and it's been mentioned before, the vibe that he carries within the locker room or whatever goes against what I don't know anything about that. I just know the guy's a dog on the field. And when you stand on the practice field and watch that dude, leader, loud, very confident.
He has started at the slot in all the games he's played, or played in the slot. I don't know if he started the games, but he's played in the slot in all the games that he's been with the Jets. And I think he only has one penalty with the Jets.
And to Don's point, I mean, rookie deal, inexpensive. Babs brought this up yesterday, and we didn't get to it, but we will at 4 o'clock. How do you define the line between confidence and arrogance? Are you good with the arrogance in sports or no? What's too much? Cam Ward confident? Diego Pavia confident? Arrogant?
That's the conversation right there.
So we'll do that at
Diego
4 o'clock.
Pavia.
Stay tuned. For all those of y'all that do not watch the baseball, Bert has some thoughts on things that he would much rather see than any baseball game. That's coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. You know what you want? You only buy what you need to keep you connected. Stay connected with Wi-Fi coverage that delivers the speed that your devices need. Count on reliable connection for all of your devices, even when everyone's online. Xfinity Internet. Protect your devices and help keep loved ones safe and secure online with advanced security included at no extra cost. 24/7 customer service here for you whenever you need it with in-home Wi-Fi support. Stay connected on the go with over 20 million secure Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Get the best Wi-Fi for your home. Enjoy ultimate control of your home network with Xfinity app. Personalize your Wi-Fi name and password, assign user profiles, view and control connected devices, and much more. Use the Xfinity app to pause Wi-Fi to disconnect for a while, set family-safe browsing, and much more. Advanced security is available to Xfinity Internet customers with compatible Xfinity Gateway. Must activate an advanced security through Xfinity app. Call to action goes like this. To get started, call Xfinity, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport. Slay Dog will be back tomorrow. Bert sitting in, well, not his chair, but in his spot. Can't sit in his chair.
I didn't want to mess up the mojo. Everything's going way too well right now.
It's like you can't come in here and use Babs's headphones.
No.
Yep, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Definitely never if I've left them in my car. I've never used yours. And if I did, I'd put them back and wiped them off properly. You would never know.
Also, Mark Mariani's never used
I've seen pictures.
Mark Mariani's never used your headphones.
Oh, y'all, I'm going to have to start taking them with me.
By the way, he sent me a video yesterday, and I sent it to you and Slave Babs. His pumpkin that they carved on his porch, and he's got a 6 on one side and a 7 on the other.
6, 7.
Yeah.
He did not.
How have you guys not gone viral? I heard the promo. They need to run that. The kids love that. I don't even know what it means. I feel like this is
Babs
the
loves
oldest I've ever felt in my entire life that this is something that is funny.
Baby Babs does it. Yeah.
See, that's probably cute,
Anytime
though.
she hears it.
The kids are on it, though. 6, 7. And even Cheyenne does it. Even Cheyenne does it. I'm like, how many rooms did y'all have to change today at the Marriott? Oh, like 67. Like, stop it. All right, I'm done talking.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm showing Babs
Go
a picture
Mary
now.
Annie.
6, 7.
Offensive linemen have never felt better about having that number. People on college campuses are probably having NIL opportunities like, we love number 6, 7. You know what I mean? Like, those guys, they've been waiting. For so long, 69 was probably the number that everyone was like, no, I want 69. No, I want...
Why is that, Bert?
Just the congruency, you know, it's like flipped upside down,
It's always
symmetrical.
That one offensive lineman that has to have that number.
Who do y'all think of when y'all think of that? I think of Jared Allen. But wasn't Jared Allen 69?
I don't know.
I'm terrible with numbers, but I feel like that's right.
Okay.
If I'm not, I'm sure I'm being roasted properly.
So Zeph and I were up late last night watching the entire baseball game. So it ended at 150.
I'm sorry.
And it's funny because Joe Buck, did you notice this, Zeph? It was almost like, I thought this in the moment, it's almost like he's setting up the call. He goes, it's 2:50 a.m. on the East Coast, Freddie Freeman up, and boom. I mean, right after he said what time it was. That's what
That's
time
a
it was.
professional right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was to win the game?
Yeah. So
Oh, cool.
One of the best
Bert
baseball
would know.
games
He didn't watch.
I've ever seen. So Zeph was all excited about it, even though his team lost because he's, pro-Canadian at this point.
Not my team, the team I am rooting for in this
Listen,
series.
you're anti-American.
My team is the Atlanta Braves, and let's not get that twisted.
I will go with you because ECU's pitcher is pitching for Canada or whatever this team is called.
Toronto, the Blue Jays.
The Parrots or
Blue
Cardinals
Jays.
or whatever bird they are.
All right, so Zeph and I were all in. A lot of people listening, a lot of the 3HL crew not in on baseball. You've been walking by Zeph, giving him things that you would much rather see.
Only
than
because
baseball.
he was so excited.
Excited.
Since I saw him, he's like, "Did you watch that game last night?"
Oh, my God.
Zeph
I'm
gets
like,
so excited.
dude.
He's like texting me GIFs and all this kind. I'm like, Zeph, I don't care.
You could basically grown men threw the ball back and forth for how many innings? 11 innings.
18.
18.
18. Well, but they didn't score since what? Like the 7th? I already know too much. I'm already too in. Why? I don't understand how someone could watch this. So I just decided telling him things that I would rather watch than this World Series game.
By the way, it wasn't Joe Buck calling the game. That's how closely I was paying attention to the
It was
broadcast.
Joe Davis.
It was who?
Oh, it was
Joe
a Joe.
Davis.
Oh, Joe.
It was Joe Davis and
Joe
John
Mama.
Smoltz.
Jojo.
Joe Mama. You
You're
just
good.
came with a Joe Mama joke?
Yeah.
So what is something that you would rather see than a baseball game?
Well, we'll start simple. I would rather watch the Hall of Fame game. Everyone knows that is the least valuable game of the NFL season. No one plays in it, but I would much rather watch them play on that terrible-looking field than see anybody throwing a curved knuckleball, side swinger, whatever kind of pitch people throw. I'd rather watch.
That's fair.
I'd rather watch.
I'm with you on that one.
The second half of Titans games.
I would much rather not see the side swinger than a baseball game.
I'd rather watch the picture-in-a-picture version of Red Zone. With no audio, I have to listen to whopper, 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 whopper as Cook scores his 75th touchdown against the Panthers last weekend. I would rather watch a paint drying, the director's cut. I would rather watch the Home Shopping Network. Do you guys remember the TV Guide channel? You used to have to go to 2,
Yeah.
and it would tell you what was on every channel, and they'd be selling some kind of mess up top of it. I'd rather watch that without the top mess, just the channels. Just tell me what's on TV other than the World Series. Give me something else to watch. I'd rather watch a tutorial of how to fold a fitted sheet. It's very hard.
How do you fold a fitted sheet?
You
there's
ball it up
tutorials everywhere.
Ball it up and throw it in the linen closet, and then you will get fussed at by your significant other. Why is this like this? I'm like, why do we own more than we need? Why don't we just put it back on the bed? We should never have to fold these.
No,
if you have
Bert.
extra fitted sheets, you are a psycho. No one likes dealing with those.
No,
Okay.
Bert.
Do you want to know something psychotic about me?
Let's hear it.
I iron my sheets.
Yep.
You are a crazy man. You are one wild and crazy dude. Next thing you're going to tell me is you make your bed every morning.
I do make my bed.
That is gone by the wayside. Bananas,
Irons
whatever we call this cat.
His sheets. Like,
I iron my sheets.
irons his jeans, irons everything.
I would iron the world.
Do kids nowadays still make their bed before they go to school or anything?
I mean, I
mine
straightened up the comforter and then.
Why?
that's it.
You're going to get back into it, into the same exact spot.
it's
Listen,
so
Nick
much better, though,
Saban
when
would
it's nice
disagree
and
with
neat.
you, Bert.
Oh, okay. We got to do
Nick
things the right.
Saban.
Well, if you look
How
at Nick
you do
Saban,
anything is how you do everything.
I agree with that. But if you look at Nick Saban and you look at me, I think you'll see which one's living right. I think you'll see what side of the pyramid is doing things like they're supposed to do. I would rather watch my mom carry in 4 loads of groceries by herself as a man. I would rather watch her struggle with milk jugs and cat litter and a whole honey-baked ham than help her up 3 flights of stairs. Like, I don't know if y'all's parents told you this, but my mama told me that the whole reason she had me is so she had somebody to help carry in groceries. She ain't carried in. And since I left, I wonder, she bought a dolly. Them things you like pull behind you. She ain't carried a bag of groceries in the house.
Like travel baseball mom stuff.
Since I've left.
Yeah.
Speaking of my mama, I would rather watch a video of my conception than watch that World Series game last night.
Oh, my gosh, Bert. Okay.
I already have a vivid picture in my mind because my dad's told me this multiple times that I was.
We agreed that you weren't going this far.
I won't tell the secondary part of the joke. In the back seat of his truck after a Jimmy Buffett concert. So naturally, I'm a parrot head. I'd rather watch a Jimmy Buffett memorial, but I actually think that's something good. We're naming things that are bad right now.
He lived in Nashville. Jimmy Buffett.
R.I.P. Love me some Jimmy. I'd rather watch a montage of my dad fussing at me about handing him the wrong tool. No, not that one. That one. No, hand me the Phillips hit. That's a flathead. Hand me the right one. Hand me something to hit you with.
All things you would rather watch than the World Series.
I would rather watch a film breakdown of My First Kiss by Greg Cosell. Yeah, you see, what you should have done
Like
here
slow motion.
is slowly caress her cheek rather than just forcibly putting your tongue in her mouth, Robert. Greg would be the utmost expert on something like that. I feel like I could probably take a lot of pointers. Cheyenne may appreciate it. I just
Is that your list?
I just can't get into baseball, guys.
Have you dropped all these on Zeph throughout the day?
Most of these were new. I feel like most of the ones I gave him earlier were like, I would rather watch North Dakota, South Dakota. But that was going into it. It's supposed to be a really good game. And then North Dakota blew the snot out of them 38-7.
I think you said you'd rather watch Jeopardy in reverse.
Yes, I'd rather watch it backwards and already know who's going to win. I'd rather watch Wheel of Fortune without knowing the letters that Vanna was putting on the screen. I'd rather watch CSI and never know the end of the episode. I'd rather watch Andy Griffith in Spanish. I'd rather watch the Food Network and they're using terrible dollar store ingredients. Like the limit does not exist to things I would rather watch than that World Series. I can't tell you a singular player outside of the ECU pitcher that plays for what's the team? The
Canadian team, you said?
The Quebecers.
Do you even know his name?
Trey Yesavage. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Yay Savage.
He's a savage?
He was like a top 5 pick or something. I don't know. I told you, I don't watch baseball. I watch ECU baseball when they play UNC, and I've been pretty sad the last couple of years. So if someone could give me a reason to get into it, I would love that. But right now, it's football and pro wrestling.
If Nashville got a Major League Baseball team, would you, or should I say, when Nashville gets a Major League Baseball team, because it's coming.
Happening.
Are we going to get you into it?
You are a civically minded person.
I would go to the game, and I would be thrilled to be there. But if I'm at home,
drink a lot of beer.
I drink a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I found this out. Don't they stop serving beer after the 9th inning?
Oh, seventh
seventh
inning.
inning.
The 7th inning. You had to sit there for 11 innings. I'd be. God, I about said something bad. I'd probably be drinking my own pee at that time. Like, what are we supposed to do? They're pulling the big like garage doors down. What am I supposed to drink?
So in an extra inning baseball game, you would turn to survivalist?
Yes, because it's sterile, and I like the taste.
And you get protein.
Yeah. if they say so. How do they cut off the drinking? How is that anything that would make any sense? You've got them here. It's like Disney World, the zoo. They're going to pay $12 for water. I'd pay $25 for a beer, a liquor drink, a whale, a double, a shot. It doesn't matter to me. Give me something. Wet my whistle. I've been hollering. Do you holler at baseball games?
Not really.
Okay,
Yes.
you've been sitting
Last
there.
night you did. Last night you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, the people there.
Oh, they did, yes.
My dad asked me this morning, he was like, did you watch that baseball game last night? I'm like, Dad, just because I talk about sports does not mean I like sports. I didn't
Tell
know.
him you were listening to Jimmy Buffett on loop.
He's like, that's where me and your mom. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye.
Oh, all right, Bert. Love you. Bye.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
All right, when we come back, how do you define the line between
Oh, my
confidence and
gosh.
arrogance? Are you good with arrogance in sports or no? What's too much? Cam Ward confident? Diego Pavia, define him? 615-737-1045. Thank you. Oh, man, Daisy French onion dip at Daisy Ranch dip. You got a bunch of that at a baseball game. Guilty pleasures during football season. So if you are sitting around, you got the living room set up, maybe you have multiple TVs in your living room like I do, you need your dip game to be on point as well. Daisy French onion dip, Daisy Ranch dip, delicious as homemade dips, and they're made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you would find in your own kitchen. I invite you to snack the proper way. Daisy French onion dip, Daisy Ranch dip at a grocery store near you.
All right, I want to tell you about Zero Res because it's October. Maybe you want to plan ahead. Well, guess what? Spooky Halloween, and you need some clean carpets. You got family coming for Thanksgiving. Don't miss this. You can scare away the dirt with 20% off from Zero Res. 20% off your carpet cleanings. All you have to do, go to zerores.com/Nashville and enter Spooky20. Spooky20 into the website. Boom, 20% off. And there's just 3 days left before this offer vanishes into the night for the month of October. Spooky20, go ahead and get 20% off your carpet cleaning. 615-535-9376. That is who you need to call for Zero Res. They're the best, and it's spelled the same forwards or backwards if you forget. So go to zerores.com/Nashville and put in Spooky20.
I love that. If you forget, just spell it backwards, and now you've got. Oh, now I've got it. You know how
It's the same.
You know how life can change in an instant. A car wreck can throw everything off: your job, your bills, your peace of mind. That's when you need our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years, making sure insurance companies pay up. No upfront costs, no waiting around, just real people making sure you get what you deserve. So if you've been injured, don't wait. Call BDIL 615-242-9000. That's Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000. They're here 24/7 and ready to fight for you. Get this number into your phone. Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000.
Good afternoon. It is 4:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs Studios. Today, the Titans made a flurry of roster moves, including placing outside linebacker Ollie Gay on IR. He left the game early on Sunday with a lower leg injury. The Titans also signed linebacker Truman Jones and quarterback Micah Robinson to the active roster. They signed quarterback Keeman Hall and wide receiver Hal Presley III to the practice squad and released linebacker O'Shawn Mathis. In NFL news today, the Patriots agreed to terms with standout quarterback and all-pro punt returner Marcus Jones on a 3-year deal worth $36 million in new money. For all your Foundation Repair and Waterproof needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Tuesday edition. Hope you're having a great day. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Slay Dog will be back tomorrow. Babsy is here.
What up?
Giving away Tennessee-Oklahoma tickets in the 5 o'clock segment.
Yes.
That is the goal, anyway, on the show sheet.
What do you mean that's the goal?
Sometimes this show goes off of the show sheet.
What are you talking about?
Oh, like when Bert comes in here and offers up things that he would rather watch than baseball.
Dude, he needs to be at Zany's.
People were saying that in the chat. Y'all think Bert could do stand-up comedy?
1,000%. And that's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
I think he could.
Who's the guy that I'm not huge on that world, in that world, but who's the guy that long-time comedian that would stand up there with like a glass of whiskey and a cigar? Y'all know who I'm talking about? He came in here one day and Clay Travis basically was like, your job's not that hard to him.
I remember this.
And he was like, look, bud, I got a set over at Zany's and I will give you 5 minutes to so you can see how hard it is. And so Clay did it.
Did he bomb?
Oh, but
is it Ron White?
Ron White, yeah. And he was just really blue, which is shocking.
Blue?
So, like, bad words and profanity and all this stuff.
Oh,
so
I've never heard it called that.
Yeah. So we couldn't play it.
I would say raunchy.
Raunchy.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't sexual.
Oh, okay.
Necessarily. I don't remember specifically, but I do remember that we could not play it on the radio.
Imagine how hard it is to be a clean comedian like Nate Bargatzi.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was so great on game day the other day.
He was so great. And how many times did he mention the quarterback that is committed to Georgia?
Oh, yeah, Jared Curtis.
Jared Curtis and was there. I mean, I've never seen a guest speaker utilize their moment on College game day more for recruiting than Nate Bargatzi did.
He was like, look, bud, you want to be in a movie? Vanderbilt. Jared Curtis is the number one quarterback in the country by some. Faison Brandon, who's going to Tennessee, number one rated quarterback by others. So those are the two guys. But, yeah, Jared Curtis was at I think that's his name, right? Jared Curtis. He was at
quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah. Nashville Christian?
Yes.
He was at the Vanderbilt game. So Bargatzi was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say and not say, but come to Vanderbilt. And all this stuff. It was fun.
I know. Did you hear, was it, I forget who it was, but someone was like, you can say anything nowadays. Everything goes.
Probably McAfee.
There's no rules.
Knowing that comment. Somebody asked Kirby Smart about it. About Bargatzi going on game day and encouraging dude to go to Vanderbilt or whatever. And all Kirby said was, you can find it probably. I think what he said was, well, we do everything above board in recruiting and we recruit the right way. And like he didn't say anything about the specific situation other than to imply that was not above board. But, I mean, that wasn't Vandy doing it. That was
that was a fan
doing it.
With a platform.
With a major platform. You want to be in a movie. That was funny. 615-737-1045. You do have it? Okay. Here's Kirby Smart's response.
Kirby, off topic, the comedian Nate Bargatzi was making his pitch on College game day to get a high-profile recruit to go to Vanderbilt. Does anything surprise you in recruiting, or is that a new one for you?
No, I mean, I don't get caught up in it much. Mark, I don't look at the stuff like that and just recruit the best job we can and sell what we have and talk to the kids and communicate with the kids that we talk to and trust them for what they tell us and not get into gimmicks and propaganda stuff.
Gimmicks and propaganda.
Gimmicks
And propaganda. That's Kirby just trying to just subtly be a jerk.
Speaking of
he is committed to Georgia and has been for a while.
Yes.
I do want to make that point. But he has visited Vanderbilt lately, not officially, but he lives here, But he was at the Vanderbilt, Missouri game. Yeah.
Well, supposedly he said he went because College Game Day was there and he wanted to be there.
Yeah.
Did y'all see, real quick before we move on, the reaction from Kalen DeBoer as he was walking off the field versus South Carolina, and his five-star, one of his younger five-star quarterbacks that's sitting, waiting for his turn, talking to a South Carolina assistant coach.
Yeah.
And Kalen stops while walking to the locker room and goes, "Hey, no, you're done. Come with me."
He handled that pretty well, too, because DeBoer, when he grabbed it, he didn't grab the kid. I don't mean to make it sound like it was nefarious or anything like that. But when he collected his player, he made sure that he dapped up the coach.
Oh, yeah.
And then he put his arm around the player and was saying things pretty strongly.
The play sheet over his mouth.
How they do when they call plays. He covered his mouth. He knew exactly what was going on. But here's the deal. I mean, that kid might probably have a relationship with that coach. He probably recruited him at some point, or they know the same people. But I'm telling you, tampering is rampant in college football right now. And Butch Jones talked about it because he's got, the players at Arkansas State, all these big programs. Oh, okay, they put up big stats, come play for a Power 4 program. And he told us it's impossible to get away from the tampering part of college football.
I was thinking about this last night. What if you're one of the coaches that got fired? And then you're going to go into interviews. Wouldn't it be better for you to be able to say, hey, I can bring this transfer quarterback, blah, blah, blah. So I wonder if fired coach reaches out to players currently on teams, not affiliated with any school right now, and just in an attempt to be able to say, hey, I think I can get this guy, blah, 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 blah.
Probably.
And this is where we are, where we think about
stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
Where we think about stuff like that. 615-737-1045. We're going to get into this topic in just a second, but did you find some Nate Bargatzi making picks? Is that what this is? Is this a collage of him making?
No, it's just him talking about Jared Curtis.
Let's do that. But there is a collage of him making picks on all the games, and he uses a joke for every pick, and it's so funny. So if you can find that a little bit later, maybe we can do that in the 5 o'clock hour. But here he is talking about Jared Curtis.
It's hard not to just remind Jared Curtis how much I would love for you to come to Vanderbilt. And we're local kids, become best friends, bud. This is a business. It's hard.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it cut it off. I'll find the full one.
He said, Austin Stanley texted, he said, I got cash on me. I don't know what's allowed.
He started reaching in his jacket.
Yes.
And he did promise that he could be in a movie, which is funny.
Yeah.
All right, here, before we get to the question, let's get David in Lebanon talking about the World Series. David, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. Bert was talking about things he would rather do. I would rather sit on hold for an hour and a half wondering whether it was Ross or Napoleon Dynamite.
I haven't thought about Napoleon Dynamite for Ross, but, man, it's not bad.
But, hey, I would wait hours to get to talk to you guys. I appreciate everything y'all do each and every day. So, but yeah, I would sit there and wait for hours just contemplating whether it was Ross or Napoleon Dynamite.
I love it, David. That's a good one. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Now we got to get your what you would rather do.
Then watch baseball?
Yep.
Because Zeph and I are all in postseason baseball.
What's yours? What would you rather do than watch that baseball game?
Try to fix her microwave.
by the way, still not fixed.
Learn to use her stove.
Still not addressed.
Her over-under on this deal, her microwave's busted. It's one of those that's in the cabinet, so it's a little more difficult than simply getting a new microwave.
Mm-hmm.
But her neighbor, Georgia fan neighbor, Casey.
My obnoxious Georgia fan friend.
Brought over a microwave that is now sitting on your island. You're like back in the day when everybody had the big piece of furniture television and then it busted or wouldn't work anymore. Mm-hmm. So instead of removing it from the living room, you just put the new TV on top of the old TV.
Yep.
That's kind of where you are.
That's where we are. What was my over-under?
A month.
We over, baby.
I went under and confidently.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no. I mean, I thought about setting it at 3 months. For the record, I put my husband in charge of this.
Yeah, that's why you said a month. And that's why I went under. I really didn't think he'd want to hear that from you for that long a period of time.
Nope, he don't care. He's busy.
All right, here's the question.
Watching baseball.
Babs had this
I'd rather
question
do
yesterday.
laundry. And I hate laundry.
I love doing laundry.
Oh, my gosh, you're such a weirdo.
This has been established.
All right, go ahead.
This is your question.
Oh, yeah.
How do you define the line between confidence and arrogance? Are you good with arrogance in sports or no? What is too much? So we all talk about how confident Cam Ward is. The word arrogant has not really come up with regard to him. It has come up with regard to Diego Pavia. So has confidence. So is he like the one guy that, not the one guy, I'm sure there are others, but that kind of straddle that line? Or is he fully confident or is he fully arrogant? Like, I guess you can't be arrogant unless you have to go through the whole confidence cylinder, right? To get to the arrogance cylinder.
Yeah.
You can't just jump the confidence.
No.
You have to have extreme confidence to elevate beyond confidence.
Wow.
Am I making sense?
Nope. Nope. I feel like we're in the movie Clue right now.
Speaking of, I'm about to watch that thing.
Well, okay. So let me tell you what started this. I don't even know what she does. Alabama girl, Hannah something, put out a post that I quote tweeted and responded to on Twitter. But this is what the post said. Diego Pavia might be the most arrogant quarterback I've seen since Johnny Manziel, minus the talent. Here's my hot take. If your university has to launch an online Heisman campaign for you, your stats clearly aren't doing the talking, which is actually dumb because every university that has a possible contender launches any kind of campaign. And I remember I still have my Howell for Heisman koozie from when Sam Howell was at North Carolina.
Oh,
and
wow.
they launched a Heisman campaign for him. And you know how that turned out. So this is what she continued with. Diego, you threw for 129 yards and an interception today, yet showed up afterwards in the press conference dressed like you just signed your latest NIL deal with gold. Bro, the only thing to turn was your turnover count. If Ty Simpson ever walked into a press conference looking like this, DeBoer or one of his teammates would have ripped those chains off mid-question, hands down. Humility over hype every time. So it brought up the responses to my quote tweet of that just brought up the hate, the either love or hate him on Diego Pavia. It made me think of Baker Mayfield back in the day in his college days, Johnny Manziel, that kind of personality, that kind of confidence, coming out from those quarterbacks. Is it confidence? Is it arrogance? Clearly, people that hate Pavia feel like it's arrogance and it's not warranted.
Yeah. I like Pavia because he's entertaining to me, and sports is entertainment for me.
Agreed.
We've had the opportunity to be around him, so you can kind of tell more about who a guy is, what a guy is with body language and stuff like that. He is as confident of a person as I've ever met.
By far.
I mean, that dude is going to be successful in whatever he chooses to do.
In something.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the NFL. He's
now,
tiny.
What's too far, though? Like, does he go too far? To me, like, I want you to be you. And Clark Lee's done a good job of handling this topic, I think. Because you do need to set a bar of some sort. But in terms of him saying he deserves to be in the Heisman mix, like, I have no problem with that.
He said, hell yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
should be at the top of the list.
Do it. That's fine.
Is that confidence? Is that arrogance? I don't look at that as arrogance.
From a university perspective, though, it benefits you to pump up your guy if he's being talked. And look, it's not just us talking about him in the Heisman mix. You can go look at any poll right now. Betting odds, he's fourth. I saw, what was it, Sporting News or Bleacher Report or somebody had him third. On three had him up there. Like, it's not just us talking about it because we have this local thing that we're all here, and so we know and see him a little bit more than national guy.
He's absolutely in the conversation.
So
right
if
now.
I'm Vanderbilt, of course I'm going to take advantage of that. Number one, if I'm Clark Lee, I want to be able to tell recruits, look, man, you play at a certain level, we will pump you up for any of these awards.
We will back you.
You have a chance to do that here.
Correct.
So you use it as a sales item, a marketing tool. At the very least.
1,000%.
But in terms of his personality, people love to hate on him.
Also, he is the quarterback of a team that is in the top 10 in the country right now.
Here's another one. Yes. Here's another one. DP5707 brought up another good one. Is Tony Vitello confident or arrogant? That's another divisive guy.
Zeph, what say you?
Tennessee fan will answer a certain way. Non-Tennessee fan will answer another way.
Correct. That's why I'm like, Zeph, what say you?
615-737-1045. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll take your phone calls. How do you define the line between confidence and arrogance? Where is it? And do you care? Do you care if guy on your team is successful and on the arrogant side of things? Do you care? 615-737-1045. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. Foundation repair issues, waterproofing issues, USSTN.com. That's the easy way to go. USSTN.com. When it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend you don't want to see the warning signs. Maybe you're afraid of what you're going to hear. This is especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair issues. Could be something big that needs to be fixed. Could be a small problem now that will become bigger, or it could be nothing. Bottom line is you don't know what you don't know, and you certainly don't want to be sold something that you don't need. You need peace of mind. And United Structural Systems is the company to give you that. More than 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers. This company is special. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. That's 615-488-7855. USS serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky online at USSTN.com.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay coming to you with, yes, Synergix and Low T Center. They are knocking at your door. And I know my fellas out there, y'all hear me talking about this all the time. And I'm telling you, like, you need to go get your free T-test because it's free. And you want to know where your testosterone levels are. But it's not only for you guys. I tell you, I go in there every Friday, and I'm understanding that there's more and more women coming in. Man, I high-fived one the other day. Like, hey, you feeling great? She was like, yes, I am, and I'm going to keep coming back. So let me go on and get this right for you. Women experience many of the same symptoms as the men with low testosterone, tiredness, no energy, mood swings, and low libido. So women can come in and get tested as well. Treatments include testosterone injections or even hormone pellets for women. At Synergix and Low T Center, they have a long history of helping women find their hormonal balance that brings balance back into their lives. So don't be on the sideline watching. Get in the game with Synergix and Low T. All you got to do is go to TRTMVP.com, TRTMVP.com.
3HL 1045, The Zone. You always kind of like those spicy dudes. Like Baker Mayfield, you liked him when he was
I used to love him
in college. And
Yep. I always loved him. Remember even when he did some controversial things.
he's turned everything around, man. What a quarterback, too. Jeez.
Maturity. Amazing what maturity does to you.
That, and he said he found God.
Yep.
Totally turned everything around for him, he said.
Yeah.
615-737-1045, talking about the line between confidence and arrogance. Where is it for you? Because I think a lot of us will look at this in kind of a gray area, which I think is always good for discussion. And for me, I'm kind of like you. Like, I'm entertained by that guy. Like, I loved Deion Sanders, which dates me. But watching him when I was a kid, I loved that.
I mean, Shador is probably another example, right?
Yeah, he wasn't that brash, but
Right.
And Shador's a little on the weird side too. Like the whole miming through a presser availability
that
was
was
weird.
I don't know, though. Pavia's kind of on the weird side.
He is. He's a good pot, but you can't really box Pavia in.
No.
And he's
You know why? He's too turned.
Yes, he is. He's a fun dude to be around too. And yeah, he did 3HL at SEC Media Days and dropped one F-bomb and 2 S-bombs
Yeah.
during the conversation.
Yeah. And this was after his Bussin' with the Boys interview where Clark Lee was kind of like, hey, Pavia, I mean, be yourself, but.
We've been told multiple times from people that they feel like when they get done, they're like, man, that I just felt like we were in a conversation. I forgot we were on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Well,
It
that's
happens.
kind of what it is. 615-737-1045. So let's take this and run with it, see where you guys are on the confidence, arrogance thing. Adrian, next up on 3HL. Adrian, what do you think?
Yo, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's what's up. I hope y'all having a good day.
Yes, sir.
I have a question to ask y'all, but I'm also want to kind of dime in on it.
Yeah.
I think to be great, you got to have a little arrogance to you. Like, I realized growing up through life that sometimes people's confidence/arrogance fuels other people's insecurity. So I think that could be a part of it. Like, can't nobody tell me Tom Brady wasn't arrogant. Michael Jordan wasn't arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, Derrick Henry's a quiet person, but if you get him one-on-one in a candid place with him and he feels comfortable, he's going to tell you, I feel like nobody in the NFL can tackle me.
Right. So that's where I'm like, where's the line between confidence and arrogance? Because you're right, and that's a great point. And I think that's something that hopefully everybody can instill in kids, right? Like, you have to believe in yourself or no one else will. You have to love yourself or no one else will. You have to be confident or you will not be successful. So, I think that's a great point, Adrian, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, absolutely. Two very, very confident individuals. And some people would have called arrogant.
Oh, very sure. Very sure.
Especially with MJ.
Yeah. Larry Bird, another one. With all the trash talking he was doing.
Yeah.
You watch these clips on social media, and like all these former players will tell stories about Larry Bird being the biggest trash talker in the history of the sport, which is probably true.
So Nick in the chat brings up a good point, too. Arrogance is when you throw your confidence in people's faces.
That's a great way to look at it.
That's a great way to look at it. But then I look at Pavia. Like, he's not, I wouldn't say that he's throwing his confidence in people's faces. It's because it's
close.
He's asked to do pressers, though. He talks to the media. The media comes to him. You know what I mean? So is it him throwing it in people's faces? Is it just
like scoring a touchdown? He's in the camera and he does the Heisman pose. Like he does kind of
borderline.
Well, there are moments where he definitely throws himself into your space for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's just that guy. Like if you're in a room with 500 people, like you're not going to spend 30 minutes in there. And if Diego Pavia's in that room, you will have known that.
Yep.
He's just that guy. Rick in Columbia. Rick, what's up?
Hey, guys, love your show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I get to my comment real quick concerning the fine line between arrogance and confidence, for me, that line is so thin and so fragile, it could go either way, and I'm okay whichever way it goes, okay? Jared Curtis, y'all mentioned Jared Curtis, the Nashville Christian quarterback. I have 2 grandsons that play for Nashville Christian. Guys, I've been watching high school football since the 60s. And I've seen some great ones. Mike Wright out of Father Line, all the great quarterbacks out of NBA.
Mike Wright, one of the greatest athletes to come out of here. And then Ingle Martin in that same world is right there with him.
I coached Mike Wright in Little League ball. He was so far advanced over all the others. Also dated his older sister, so I have a connection with the Wright family. But I'm going to tell you guys, I've seen so many great ones. But this Jared Curtis, for me personally, he is the best high school quarterback I've ever personally witnessed. The guy can throw a ball 50 yards downfield. The spiral is so tight you can't tell it's rotating. And I've seen him multiple times. He drop back the pass and get a rush from the defense with the hands up and throw the ball sidearm 20 or 30 yards on a rope. He is the real deal. He reminds me back when Muhammad Ali was in his prime. And when he was boxing such an inferior opponent, how he would just play cat and mouse with him. And that's what he looks like out there playing with his opponents. The guy's the real deal. One more quick comment.
Hey, real quick, is he going to stick with Georgia, you think?
I don't know. I have no I know this, Mike Bobo, Friday night, he was on the sidelines at the game.
Yeah, he better be after all that happened on game day.
He was like immediately.
You're going to wear it tomorrow?
All right, before I go, guys, I've been a avid, strong Tennessee supporter since the 60s. Love the ball, still do. But unlike many of my fellow Tennessee fans, I've never hated Vanderbilt. And I am truly excited over what they've got going on over there now. And concerning Diego, I'm going to tell you what, that cat is so entertaining to watch play football. I love watching that guy play football, and I would love to see him slip in and get the Heisman.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Rick.
Got to beat Texas for sure, or he's off these lists. I mean,
absolutely.
We've reached a point, and Chris Lowe said it yesterday. It's a beautiful description of Tennessee, Oklahoma. We've reached a point in the season where there are elimination games and elimination things. Vanderbilt not eliminated with a loss to Texas, but maybe Diego is.
It depends on his performance too,
right?
Because you can absolutely point out his performance against Missouri, right? Like from a stats only, and I have this argument so many times with people, the Heisman should just be about stats. No, there is more to it than just what the box score says. How does he as a quarterback make those around him better? How does he lead on the field? How does he operate that offense, whether his stats look great or not? He didn't have a ton of yards throwing, but how were they able to win the game? There's more that goes into it than just what the box score says. But you're not going to be able to win a Heisman if you have mediocre performances over and over in the conference.
So I will tell you this about the Missouri performance. It helps when you're in the stadium to understand the greatness of somebody, okay? Because I know his stats were not there.
Right.
But he also had big plays and big moments.
Yes.
And you can see the impact he has even on plays that he doesn't make, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say Vanderbilt beats Texas, beats Auburn, beats Kentucky, goes to Tennessee and wins there.
Ooh.
Then Diego Pavia will put Heisman voters in a very uncomfortable position because you cannot define his impact by stats, even though his stats are great. They are. But that will be a conundrum for a lot of voters that just like to, vote for Andre Ware because he threw for 600,000 yards in this season.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be interesting. But, yeah, Vanderbilt not an elimination game for Vanderbilt on the road at Texas. It is an elimination game for Texas. If they lose, that's 3.
What's the latest on Arch?
Still in protocol, right?
I know we have these injury reports nowadays.
Yeah, that's what they start those tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. 615-737-1045. Zach in Nashville. Zach, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, good, Zach.
So as a baseball coach and someone who played in college, and I'm sure Don will respect the college athlete confidence that you have to have with all the pressure on you, especially now with NIL and moving into the pros. I don't think Cam Ward is anything but confident. He hasn't, except for the one comment he made about when he can play the way he wants to, the league is, but he hasn't directed any of his confidence towards anyone other than himself
and his team. Yeah. No, that's a great point.
Directing it towards others.
Yeah,
when it becomes serious.
I 100% agree with you on Cam Ward. I think it's a confidence thing, and that dude's as confident as, almost anybody I've been around doing this business.
And that's a great point. Like, you don't have confidence, you are going to sink in NCAA sports, period.
You play college volleyball. You had to be confident.
Yeah, in my freshman year, I was not, and I was terrible.
But you were like, you made up your mind. Like, I got to step my game up.
Yep.
Your husband texted us.
No. That is not for public consumption.
We've told the story multiple times on the air, which usually gets to him. And then he's just going to bring it up?
Yeah, he texted me about a first date. Texted. Didn't call.
So we are doing this.
Didn't call. Texted.
He called me.
Yeah.
And basically asked for my permission.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro.
That was not an arrogant or confident move, Mr. Babs.
I was like, well, that was an interesting move. But I was like, bro, I'm not her dad. Like, you do what you want. You do you, man. Shoot your shot. And so your favorite part of that is he didn't call. He texted.
And said, hey,
so is that
not
confident
sure
or
if you're
arrogant?
working or not. Actually, no, you know if I'm working. I'm on the air. You can turn on the radio and know if I'm working. No, that was not confident, and it was not arrogant. It was neither.
There you go. That's a good example of going the other way. And thank you, Travis, for reminding us, because that's your fault now. 615-737-1045. Where's the line? Confidence and arrogance. And are you okay if somebody goes a little too far to one side or the other? We'll be right back. Brentwood Jewelry, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. They've got anything you need jewelry-wise. They can help you with any of your gifting opportunities throughout the course of the year, and these guys have been doing it for a long, long time. The Amamali family are phenomenal people, and you're going to love getting to know them, and they're going to love getting to know you, because every time I go there and talk with Salem, he's talking about relationships, and that's what's important. For more than 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the Brentwood community with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, they are deeply rooted in this community. From Salem's service in the Special Forces to his son serving as local firefighters, the Amamali family is dedicated to giving back. In a time that is imperative to support local, shop Brentwood Jewelry. Maybe you're thinking about getting engaged. Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings, or talk with their custom design specialist to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. If you haven't already heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, but they also are the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes and vintage or current models. Whiskey and Watches coming up November 3rd at Brentwood Jewelry, so stop by and check them out there. It's until 7 o'clock, 3 until 7, I believe. But you can check them out online for more information, BrentwoodJewelry.com. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
your home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Work with the #1 real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com today.
Smashville hockey. Around here, it can sound like a language of its own. But hey, if you can pronounce Demumbrian, then names like Yossi, Shea, Marchessault will roll right off the tongue. Nashville Predators, only in Smashville.
The HL 1045, The Zone. Talking about the fine line between confidence and arrogance. Cam Ward, confident. Solidly in the confident pool, right? Diego Pavia?
Maybe teeters on some arrogance there.
There's some opinion there. Would you put LeBron James in the arrogant category?
I don't think so.
I said no, too. Babs gave us a funny look. I said no, too. Kobe, yes.
Okay.
Kobe will.
Jordan, yes.
Jordan, yes. Both those guys will tell you to your face, I'm going to rip your heart out right now. LeBron's not really that dude, right? Like, he's confident as all get
Did
out.
he used to be, though?
I don't think so.
Because he's old now?
Maybe when he first came in the league, he had a little bit of that in him. Like rookie, second year, third year LeBron, I definitely can see
hell,
him.
he's like 87 years old. It's hard to remember back then. Listen, the world has never seen an athlete like LeBron James. I'm not dogging him. I don't think he has that arrogant thing in him. Feel free to disagree. This is a gray area topic for sure.
Can I also say this?
Say whatever you want, Babs.
When you're the quarterback for Vanderbilt football in a program that has been dismal,
and you're disrupting the apple
decade,
cart.
Yeah,
you're
and
different
now,
than
all
anything.
of a sudden, do you not have to be a little arrogant too?
Like we could have
draw
had this.
the attention to the program. Look what we're doing. Don't ignore us anymore. Does it depend on where you are, too, that you kind of have to teeter that line?
Maybe, because that's the unexpected. And Clark Lee was talking about that the other day. He's like, I know some people just want to keep us over here in the corner and not deal with us. And we upset the norm, what they expect from us. But we're going to do us, I remember when Jay Cutler was at Vanderbilt, people would have this discussion about him. And I always thought that Jay was exceptionally confident, still is.
Yeah.
I never put him in that arrogant thing, though.
No, I just put him in the jerk bucket. Well, I mean, listen, I like Jay now, but he was a jerk. From a media standpoint, trying to deal with him, he was not nice.
So he was for those that don't remember, he was in the Vince Young, Matt Leinart draft. So I was a Jay Cutler guy, and I'll tell you the reason. And he had Earl Bennett as a receiver, and, man, he was talented, like a one-star dude from Alabama and all this stuff. But for me, Jay had to throw into such tight windows at Vanderbilt and won and played well and all these things that I thought that he would be more ready and be the better NFL player. Which, I mean, he's the best ever in the history of the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 615-737-1045. Little confidence versus or confidence / arrogance discussion. Larry and Mount Juliet. Larry, what up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I'm going to tell you the definition of confidence versus arrogance.
Okay.
Dizzy Dean had it right. Dizzy Dean said it ain't bragging if you can do it.
I say that all the time to people because, people hate bragging on themselves a lot of times. I'm like, well, it's not bragging if it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dizzy Dean said that, Larry. That's good.
He said that. Used to watch him and Pee Wee Reese on Game of the Week Saturday.
Oh, man, the game of the week back in the day. Now every game's on television.
His famous quote was, he slid into third base.
By the way, speaking of baseball,
Haven't we talked enough baseball?
I know. Well, I sent this to you because it's about your favorite movie, but I did not know this. So apparently in the movie Major League, Willie Mays Hayes runs in slow motion at all times in the movie. And the reason is because Wesley Snipes was not fast. I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah. That's
what that meant. Okay.
Yeah.
So when he's in his bed outside of the baseball diamond and he's like, oh man, I missed tryouts or whatever. And then he gets up and it's slow motion, him beating the guy to first, coming out of the bed in the dugout.
Isn't that crazy?
That's why, because he's not fast.
Yeah.
Back then they didn't have the AI stuff to make it better.
Make it fake real.
Right.
Bear in Springfield. Bear, what up?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I was just wanting to give an example, like you said, like you got in a club or whatever. A confident guy, he would probably step to the girl and be like, how you doing? Let me get your number. Maybe we can meet up. And make your day. Arrogant guy, and I've seen dudes do this before. They just come up, hand the girl their phone, and say, "Put your number in here."
Okay.
I like it, Bear. Relating it to the dating world.
Guess what? The second one, I'd be like, nah.
First one, you might be like, From a female perspective, you have to see confidence in a guy if you're going to talk to them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though my husband wasn't confident enough to pick up the phone and call.
To be fair, though, Travis is a very, jokes aside, Travis is a very confident guy. He's in sales.
It was a very confident text. Yeah. How about that? So I want to point this out too. Marty Smith spent time starting on, I think, Wednesday of last week with the Vanderbilt program.
Oh, yeah. Do you have his tweet?
I do. He put this out
This is interesting.
on Diego Pavia, and it gives you just an insight of where he was, and teammates have since quote tweeted it and talked about it too. But this is what Marty Smith said. And by the way, Marty Smith he's not going to fabricate anything. That's not his way.
He's the kind of guy, I only met him, we were at some event, media days or something, I don't know. But anyway, we put him on the show and then I saw him the next day And he's one of these dudes who's like, hey, Brent, what's up? I only met him one time.
Yeah. He's
just
good
genuine salt of the earth dude who's very respectful of where he is career-wise
Very humble.
and understands how blessed he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
talks
that
about
guy.
it often. Yeah.
He's that guy.
So this is what, it was on Tuesday he spent with him. This is what he posted about Pavia. I was with Diego for the entire day Tuesday. At lunch, he stood up from the table, hugged a cafeteria staff member, thanked that person by name for cooking Diego some extra food. I watched him address teammates by name, many with an embrace, has a nickname for everybody. I watched him take copious notes in meetings and encourage and demand the standard throughout practice. Before the season, he had a party for the entire team to bond. Everything I saw was a man who makes people feel seen and feel belonged. That's special and it's not required. It takes genuine effort. I saw supreme self-confidence, but arrogance, I didn't see that. And then he's had several teammates that have quote tweeted that and said that's every single day with him.
Making you feel seen. That is a very strong personality trait.
I can see that from him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why? Because for a really long time, he wasn't seen.
That's right. 615-737-1045. We can continue the discussion, the line between confidence and arrogance. Are you good with arrogance in sports or no? What's too much? Also, when we come back in the next segment, we're giving away a pair of Tennessee-Oklahoma tickets, and we'll do that in the 5 o'clock segment. And Zeph did find the compilation of Nate Bargatzi making picks on game day, just him, and it's really good. We'll play that at some point in the 5 o'clock hour. Stay tuned, 3HL.
By the way, if you want to get in on these Tennessee-Oklahoma tickets, we have a trivia question that you have to answer correctly, and you can go ahead and load the lines for that. Just call, tell Zeph that you want in on the trivia question to try and win tickets to the Tennessee-Oklahoma game, 615-737-1045. Also, want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville because they are the absolute best, and maybe it's time for you to replace windows and doors in your home. Well, guess what? Pella homeowners here in Nashville rated them as the leading window brand in Nashville. Number one for innovation, rated number one most trusted window brand, and Nashville homeowners recommended Pella more than any other window brand. Rated number one as the window brand that stands behind their products, number one as a premium window brand, and number one by Nashville homeowners for the highest craftsmanship. I actually have a ton more that they were voted number one for, but I don't have enough time to tell you all about it. But I do have enough time to tell you about their deal that they have for October. We call it the Dawn Deal. All you have to do when you call to schedule your free consultation is tell them that you want the Dawn Deal included. And it's 50% off qualifying installations, 0% APR for 48 full months, plus $100 off each window or door because they're celebrating 100 years in business. Go ahead and schedule that free consultation. Get yourself a Dawn Deal. You can do it easily online. Here's your web address, PellaNashville.com.
Good afternoon. It is 5:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the Circus Sports at Kentucky Down Studios. Some Titans moves today. They placed outside linebacker Ollie Gay on IR after he left Sunday's game early with a leg injury. So they signed linebacker Truman Jones and cornerback Micah Robinson to the active roster, signed cornerback Keeman Hall and wide receiver Hal Presley III to the practice squad, and released linebacker O'Shawn Mathis. In NFL news today, the Patriots agreed to terms with standout cornerback and all-pro punt returner Marcus Jones on a 3-year deal worth $36 million in new money. For your foundation and prayer, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Bringing news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three, 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Cold and rainy.
Yeah, it's not beautiful, but that's okay. Your feet hit the floor, Mayor.
Dude, we could be in Jamaica right now.
That's very true.
Those poor people.
Yes.
That's going to be catastrophic. And Category 5 when it went across the island.
180-mile-per-hour winds.
185.
Oh, it went up?
And, yeah, it actually intensified as it hit land, which is usually not what happens. So I haven't seen anything yet from there. But Cuba's next, and we opened the show, thoughts and prayers, obviously, with everyone that's in the path of this historic storm, Category 5, Hurricane Melissa. Melissa, get on out of here. Your chance to win Tennessee, Oklahoma tickets. And look, man, Zeff's going to hate it when I say this, but even if you're not a Tennessee fan, if you win these tickets, go to that game and experience what you're going to experience, because that's a night game at Neyland Stadium against a ranked opponent, a 3-point spread, blackout, dark mode, all those things, light shows, and, it's crazy. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. So it is Tennessee Ticket Tuesday on 104.5 The Zone, your favorite time of year. Come on back to Shoney's for a warm, comforting meal this season, served up always fresh and always delicious. Head on over to Shoney's Middle Tennessee locations in Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike in Nashville. The one on Donaldson Pike actually has a bar, by the way. Shoney's, let's eat.
Yes.
Babsy is here, and
are we doing this now?
Yes, I think we should do it now because it might take a second.
Okay. So we do this. We give you a trivia question. Don't cheat. Don't look it up. Don't Google it. But the first person to answer our Vols trivia question correctly wins 2 tickets to that Tennessee-Oklahoma game and 2 tickets to Dollywood, thanks to Shoney's. So are you ready for the question?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's a really hard one. Okay.
I thought so, too.
Tennessee had 3 100-yard receivers in a win over Kentucky last weekend. It was just the second time in program history that has happened. The first time it happened was back in 2019. Name the 3 wide receivers that had 100 yards each in the first time it happened in 2019.
It was a specific game, 3 100-yard receivers in a game in 2019. Do not cheat, please. Bridges in McMinnville. Bridges.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What 3 receivers are you thinking?
Let's see. Back in 19, Jawan Jennings would have been one of them, right? That's when he was there, right?
We'll keep going, and we'll let you know if you're right.
I didn't hear you, honestly, because Zeph was talking in mine.
He said Jawan Jennings. Keep going.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Josh Palmer. Is that another one?
What's your third?
And then, who'd been the third one? Marquez Callaway.
Bridges,
Ding,
you're
ding,
correct.
ding.
You're correct.
You are correct.
I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
It sounded like you were trying to act like you didn't know and you were walking through, even though you did know, but I appreciate you, man.
Josh Palmer, 6 for 124.
Thank you, Bridges.
Jawan Jennings, 5 for 115 and a touchdown. And Marquez Callaway, 6 for 110 and a touchdown.
Guess
what game was that?
Missouri. 24 to something, 7?
It was, no, it was close.
24-17 maybe?
It It was a 10. I think it was like a 10-point game. JG, Jarrett Garantano.
Our Friday guest.
You can hear on Friday.
Yeah.
415 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game.
No interception.
Was that at Tennessee?
No, it was at Missouri.
Really?
On the road.
Joshua Palmer, huh?
Yeah, so if nobody was going to get it in the first couple, my hint was 2 of the players are current NFL starters.
Yeah, I think what you probably should have done was not given the year first.
If you didn't give the year, then maybe that's why I thought it was so hard. I didn't realize the year was in there.
Well, when he gave us the question, he didn't give us the year.
Oh.
I was going to admit it, but then you said it was too hard, so I put it in there.
Okay. That made it easier because if you're a Tennessee fan at all, you remember 2019, like who was good.
So, Britches, odd that his name is Britches. I worked when I was a kid briefly in a store in Green Hills Mall called Britches.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you sell britches?
Well, yeah, and like flannel shirts. You know, it was like the 90s when like as many clothes as possible on females was the popular thing. Much different now, obviously.
Yeah. Way less material involved now.
Yeah. Okay, that was fun. 615-737-1045 is the number at 3HL1045 on Twitter.
Everybody in the chat thinks he cheated.
I mean, it kind of sounded that way. All we can do is try to use the honor system here, people.
Yeah.
Or we can just do caller 5. You know what I mean? By the way, 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Always appreciate those guys. 615-737-1045. So we were having a discussion, and we'll get back to some Titans talks. Also some college football. I've got the national championship odds from BetMGM that came out today. Also, one Vol nugget statistically about one of their freshmen that had tremendous success against Kentucky. Got that coming up. Also, the Nashville Predators in action tonight, hosting Tampa at Bridgestone Arena. They dropped the puck at 6:45 tonight. So Nashville 2-2 on this homestand. Philip Forsberg has 2 goals and 2 assists in those 4 games. The Preds play in Philly on Thursday, then back home against Calgary on Saturday. And one note about that game is it's at 2:30 in the afternoon. So if you are a Tennessee fan wanting to watch Tennessee-Oklahoma, you can. You can go to the Preds game and then go watch that game. 615-737-1045, the difference between confidence and arrogance. And we were talking about Cam Ward's confidence level and how he doesn't go into the arrogance pool, I don't think. Diego Pavia is one that you can definitely have a conversation about.
Is it hard to go into the arrogance pool when you're not winning?
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. That has a lot to do with it. You can't be arrogant when you're not winning.
I didn't see that in him at Miami, though, and you were around him. But, like, if they were 7-1, maybe it's a little different thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? What would that look like? 7-1. By the way, tomorrow we broadcast live from Murfreesboro. We'll be at the Grove. MTSU hosting Jacksonville State. Tomorrow at 6:30, we'll be live from the Grove 3 until 6 o'clock. Come by and see us. By the way, MTSU encouraging people to, the kiddos, to wear costumes.
Oh, there you go.
Let me see my little copy here. Spooky season meets Blue Raider football. On Wednesday, Middle Tennessee hosts Jacksonville State at Floyd Stadium for a Halloween-themed night you don't want to miss. Bring the family early for trick-or-treating inside the stadium. And let the kids show off their best costumes, because here's the thing. Kids 12 and under get in free when dressed in costume. How about that?
Perfect.
Fun night out with the fam. Plus prizes for the best costume. Plenty of fun for the whole family. It's football, candy, and costumes all in one. Only at Floyd Stadium. Purchase tickets now. GoBlueRaiders.com/tickets, and we will be broadcasting live from the Grove. Ben in Nashville talking about confidence. Ben, what's up?
Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hey, love the show. Sorry to miss Big Slay today. Don, I love you, and Mayor, I love you too as well.
Thank you.
I got to play baseball with a guy named Cliff Lee in Arkansas. Played both high school and college baseball. Fun story. The guy, if you're familiar with him, like, left-handed through just flame and face, torch and heat. And I remember when we started playing, like, he would just get on the mound and just heave the ball. Didn't care. Totally arrogant. was just like, I'll fan anybody, I'll knock anybody off the plate I can. And then, funny enough, as he got into the major leagues, like backed down his fastball, introduced like a couple of new pitches, but learned that if he threw a little slower and a little bit more accurate, hit the mark, that had a better, obviously, strikeout percentage, earned him the Cy Young Award for the Phillies. So, my feedback / like firsthand view of that was like seeing a dude that was like a freshman in high school throwing in the high 90s, just bringing it downhill. I had the pleasure / pain of getting, roped on the, elbow from him multiple times. Like, dude was totally arrogant going into college. But I'll tell you, we had a great pitching coach / great head coach in Norm Bryan. That was like, look, dude, you can do it all you want. Like, you can just burn it in here. Like, you referenced Major League earlier and like Wild Thing and just, I'm going to, burn your face off. Yeah. And that works, right? But it doesn't work for very long, especially when you get Major League. You're like, first of all, I got to throw like 100 pitches tonight. Second, how long can I go and how long can I go for? And I think it's funny how his confidence changed. And, I think it actually, I think it attributed to his Hall of Fame status.
Made him better.
Yeah, absolutely. He became a Greg Maddux type of pitcher where I can place the ball a little bit better. I can be more strategic with my pitches and not just burn your face off, night after night, pitch after pitch. So
burn your face
that does wear off when you hit a certain level. That's true. And I've seen that with pitchers have a tendency to be on that arrogant side from time to time. Like that.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
When you're 6'3" as a freshman and you're 98 plus and you're just heaving the ball and you're lefty on top of that. I mean, any baseball player would know that all three of those things together, you're like, I don't even want to get in the box for that. I'll stand as far back and away as possible to just not get a high heater that's going to tail into my chin. So I just think it's funny that, I actually like Cam's confidence. I agree Diego's like just a cartoon, but also deserving because of what he's done for Vanderbilt, being a Nashville guy and seeing where Vanderbilt's come and gone. But, there's something to be said about confidence and then having a great coach that can just back you down and put you in a place to, kind of give you perspective on what you can do and what you can't do and what's more conducive for a career. I think Cam's in a career position now to where he's going to, if and when we get a good coach, that's going to be able to, teach him that, hey, you can be a gunslinger, but you got to be more strategic. And then, in other words, like, hey, like you've got it, but let's talk about what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
So it was a great, it was a great experience for me because I got to see the dude from like really young to like absolute mature. I mean, we're the same age. So like I've known the guy for almost my whole life, and just hearing his perspective on what I learned and what I didn't, and, how you can come in with strength and obviously, in that particular, instance, like velocity, like you can scare people all you want, but it's not going to be long-term and it's certainly not going to, stick. So
thank you.
Anyway,
Great call. Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Good call. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, because so he's talking about Cliff Lee, who's a great pitcher, right? And that made me think, so Cliff Lee might be a little different in guy that was arrogant, but then realized he needed to be coachable.
Mm-hmm.
And like other people that have been doing this might know something and might be able to help me become better. That might be rare for the arrogant personality type to be coachable.
To go back, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I think Pavia is coachable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you probably have to have a certain coach and a special coach to know how to deal with him. And Jerry Kill and Clark Lee are both that.
Tim Beck, yeah.
Yep.
One quick vol note for you, and then we'll go to break. When we come back, we'll play Nate Bargatzi's picks on game day. It's really funny, I think. So this could be may or may not be funny, and we may cut it in the middle, may not. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, may or may not be funny coming up. From PFF College, Tennessee freshman offensive tackle David Sanders Jr. A lot of talk about this guy. We had him on 3HL when he committed to Tennessee. Against Kentucky, freshman offensive tackle David Sanders Jr., 28 pass block snaps, no sacks allowed, 1 pressure allowed. True freshman. Been hurt a lot this year, but getting an opportunity now. People asking about, Tom Maltini, friend of the show, sent this honest question for FCC this morning from the Vol Bros. Why are Pavia and Simpson getting Heisman talk, but Aguilar isn't even thought of? He's leading the SEC in almost every statistical category for quarterbacks. He's had a better season statistically than either of those guys, but he gets no respect. Here's the simple answer on that. Number one, he is in the mix for a lot of people. The other part of that is, as we sit here right now, Aguilar has 2 losses. Pavia, Simpson have 1. That's why I said, if Pavia loses to Texas, people probably aren't talking about him as much.
Right.
Because that's 2 losses on him. Doesn't mean he can't win it by winning out and getting to the playoff and all those things. But I think
especially if he has a poor performance.
But Simpson keeps winning. And
I mean, he's the front runner right now, right?
Yeah. He is. So that's my answer. You may or may not agree with that, but I think as we sit here today, 2-loss guy, disadvantage to 1-loss guys.
Yeah.
615-737-1045, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, 3HL, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
All right, it's getting cold out. Maybe the germs are running around rampant at school. Maybe your kids are sick. Maybe you are sick. And the last thing that you want to do is try and find a time to actually get a doctor's appointment. Well, don't worry. Medical House Calls is here to save you. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Same day appointments available, and then next day guaranteed. What do? They come straight to you. They walk in your house, a medical provider at your door, delivering you and your family the care that you need to get back as soon as possible. No more waiting in those germ-filled urgent care rooms or doctor's offices, things that don't fit your schedule, uprooting your life, your kid's life, your schedule to get in to see a doctor. You don't have to do any of that because Medical House Calls will come to you. And they also can have your prescriptions right there for you, so you don't even have to go to the pharmacy to pick those up. Medical House Calls, it's healthcare designed for your life. Here's your phone number, 615-838-2375. Put it in your phone for when you need it. Or you can just go online to schedule your appointment with them, medicalhousecalls.com.
So, Britches, who won the tickets, did not win the tickets. Why? Britches, turn your mic on. Britches had won something recently, so he cannot win right now.
Oh, no.
So here is what we're going to do. The first person to call in, 615-737-1045, and tell Zeph his last name to him.
Tell Zeph.
His last name.
Tell Zeph what Zeph's last name is.
Yes.
Okay.
To him, wins the tickets. We'll do it that simply. 615-737-1045. Go, y'all. I've got an important message from our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Some lawyers chase ambulances. They'll do anything to get your attention, but not Blair Durham and his team. If someone calls you after a wreck, they are breaking the law. That's right. There are lawyers out there breaking the law. Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Durham Injury Law do not play those games. Get Blair's number into your phone, 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. Blair's number, 615-242-9000. When you make that call, they answer. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. 615-242-9000. So if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember Blair's number, or it's easier to do it this way. Put it into your phone, 615-242-9000. Local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Bart Durham Injury Law, 615-242-9000. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Mac Talk coming up at 6 o'clock. Coach Mac, Rhett Bryan. They've got you at 6. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
She's Dawn Davenport. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Coming up, got national championship odds from BetMGM. Where is Vanderbilt on this top 11 that I have? Also, how did the giveaway of the tickets go? We asked people to call in because Bridges had won recently, so he couldn't win. So all we could think
I didn't know that was a rule.
To get through here, yeah.
Yeah, within 30 days. 30 days, you can't win multiple prizes. So the first couple...
So the question we asked was, if you're just trying to call Zeph, first person to tell Zeph's last name will win the tickets to Tennessee, Oklahoma. Thanks to our friends at Shoney's.
The first 3 people that I picked up said, "What's up, Zeph? I don't know your last name." So I had to say, well, sorry. That's kind of the point of the giveaways.
So who won?
Trent. Trent won.
Trent.
Right. And he sounded very excited to go to Neyland.
Very good.
Just make sure you're loud.
Y'all.
Scream at Oklahoma.
Yes. Are you going?
I will be there. I'm sitting in, I'm a humble brag right here. I think I've already said this. I'm sitting in Peyton Manning seats.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
You have not said this.
Oh, I haven't told you guys this?
You haven't told us.
So my buddy works for Omaha Productions. Peyton Manning's.
Oh, yeah. You did
company.
tell me that. I forgot.
And Peyton offered him tickets to any game that he wanted this year. And so he picked the Oklahoma game. And he got 4 tickets. So he's bringing me and Jackson. It's a college buddy of ours.
Not Jackson that works here?
Yeah, Jackson that works here.
Okay.
Smiley.
I know Jackson is a college buddy of yours.
No. Our college buddy's the guy that got him.
okay.
His name is also Jack, which is funny. It's Jack, Jackson, and Joseph. We're all going. So.
The 3 J's.
Yeah.
And we're going to be sitting in the, the Lower West Club. I think that's where Peyton's tickets are.
That would be amazing. Also, if Zeph finds Slay's tailgate, Zeph will barely be able to walk into the building.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Last time he vomited.
I am making a beeline to Slay's tailgate. And I've already, Slay and I have talked, and I think we're going to invite JG to pull up because this is a game Garantano's going to.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So I think we're going to see if we can.
Did y'all ever have the conversation about his last name?
Yes, it's Garantano.
Yeah, and it's not like a big deal with him. Like, people mispronounce my name all the time. And it gets mispronounced so many times that it doesn't matter.
Dougherty.
Mike Keith calls me Dougherty, and I think he does it on purpose. Like now.
My name gets mispronounced all the time.
But if you read Dougherty, some people go different ways with that. But, yeah. I mean, he goes by JG, so there's that. He also, for the first time last Friday, Babs, because you're not here for his segments, he does an incredible job. He's getting better and better, too. But he said a word, and I told him, I said, "This is the first time I hear New Jersey in you."
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Huge."
Really?
Yeah.
Like instead of huge?
Huge. It was a huge play. It was like JG.
JG.
And he goes, "Man, I'm really working on it." You know how he is. He's like, "Man, I'm really working on it." But there are certain words, like he said, if I say ball, like it's going to sound a certain way. And I was like, yeah, you just did. So there's that. May or may not be funny. This is Nate Bargatzi, who is always funny. So I already know the outcome of this. But you have a little intro for this little segment. Is that what you want to play? Slay Dog.
Love that laugh.
I miss Slay Dog. This is Nate Bargatzi at Game Day. I think this is a compilation of his picks. You know how they do the picks at the end?
Yes.
And so, I think everybody else was kind of taken out of this. And this is Nate Bargatzi picking all these games, and he's got jokes. Check it.
I think the Big Ten is making sense. And I was excited for this matchup. It reminds me of Pepsi versus milk.
It was the Indiana-UCLA game.
I think I'm going to go milk all day. Indiana, baby.
It's Big Ten football right here, bro.
It's Big Ten football. Well, I'm going to stay in the state, and I'm going Memphis.
Just strictly because of state lines?
Yeah, you know what? Nashville and Memphis, I think, have a little weirdness, but we're coming together, and we start right here today.
Okay, I like that.
I love America. I've been to Mount Rushmore. It's unbelievable. It took my breath away. I can't pick against it. North Dakota State. I'm with you. I thought this was the same team. So,
Iowa, Minnesota.
That was my favorite.
Iowa, Minnesota.
I got Minnesota.
You're Big Ten. You're Big
I
Ten
love the
through
Big
and
Ten,
through.
baby. Look, I've been very busy this year with touring around. So last time I checked, Texas is the #1 team in the country. And
That was a couple months ago, bro.
What's that?
Yeah, that was like,
what's that?
Yeah, a long time ago. A lot has happened, Dave. A lot has happened, yeah. A lot of shows.
I got LSU. Look, they kept it close last week against the best team in the country. And
Yes, they did.
They did. And I don't think they should have any trouble with A&M. LSU in a blowout.
It was a blowout.
Need to go?
Yeah. It's hard not to just remind Jared Curtis how much I would love for you to come to Vanderbilt. And we're local kids. Become best friends, bud. This is a business decision right here. I've got 4 shows in Salt Lake City. BYU, baby. That's right.
No Cougs. In case you don't know, Jared Curtis is verbal to Georgia.
Oh.
And he's here today to watch Vandy.
Oh.
That's why he dropped in twice.
Could be best friends.
Yeah, best friends. Hang out. Go on tour with
I go,
him.
you want to be in a movie? I don't know what's allowed.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a new era.
There are no rules anymore, Nate. Don't worry about it.
Hey, he'll give you a house, right? You're going to...
I got cash on me. So 2 years ago, I sat here and called Oklahoma the new Vanderbilt. And I want to apologize to Oklahoma fans. I was wrong. Oklahoma is ranked 13. Vanderbilt is 10. You're no Vanderbilt. Hold this! This might not mean a lot to you, but personally, I am from Old Hickory. I grew up a Vandy fan my whole life. I was not smart enough to get the education, but I definitely have carried the burden of being a fan. I can't believe this is happening. When College Game Day came here in 2008, I couldn't believe Game Day even knew who Vanderbilt was. And then we started talking like, oh, I wonder if I could be a picker. So then I got my career, and it was up and down. It was up and down. And then Vandy goes back. Then I did SNL. And I came on Game Day 2 years ago. And then here we are now. It's a miracle that this is aligned for me personally. And Clark Lee and Diego Pavia to pull this together. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for the year of my life with you guys. We're going Vanderbilt, anchor down all day, baby.
The year of my life.
Look.
There's Nate Bargatzi, who, is from here. And, I mean, Netflix shows like that dude, he's like Too Short back in the day. Too Short done win nationwide, so did Nate Bargatzi.
One of my favorite Bargatzi skits is One Fell Swoop.
I know,
where he's
because
talking about his wife.
I used that phrase one time, and you just started going nuts, and I had not seen that bit. I had not seen that bit.
I'm not sure you know what One Fell Swoop is. Yes, I do. Nope, you don't. Talking about going to like visit family and we'll just go here and we'll just take care of it in one fell swoop.
Here's a good description of how Nate Bargatzi's career has gone. He used to do 3HL, and now he's doing Game Day.
Right. Although he would come back on 3HL.
Yes.
We've had him recently.
About a year ago or
within
so.
the last year.
Yeah, well, he was doing the Bridgestone shows.
Yeah.
I think my grandpa is like third cousins with him. I think he told me that at Christmas last year.
Your grandpa or Bargatzi?
My grandpa.
Okay.
I don't just talk to Nate Bargatzi. I think they're like second or third cousins, something weird like that.
615-737-1045.
Banano.
National championship odds from BetMG coming up. We said we wanted to play you this bit of audio from the New York Jets. Blaine and Zach played this on cover 2, and I'm glad they found it. So the Jets finally won. They were 0-7. They win to get to 1-7, and he gets the PBU, the pass breakup, to end the game on 4th down. And so then he's in the locker room putting his jewelry on. They'll tell the story. Let's let them tell it.
There had to be something that nobody knows about with the Titans. Like, I do not get why you get rid of a guy on a rookie contract who is clearly this good.
We don't either.
Just to give it a little behind the scenes of the locker room. So the locker room is wrapping up, and Tom Rock and I from Newsday are kind of waiting to talk to Brownlee because he had that last play. He's the last one in the locker room. Everyone else in the media already left. He's like taking his time putting on his jewelry and stuff, which is kind of funny. But at one point he asked, what time is it? And we say it's like 4:57. And he's like, oh, great. So I still have time to go watch the Titans lose. Like, this is the he has that kind of edge to him, though. Like, you and I.
Good. You need guys like that. That's a dog.
That's what I was
Go
just
back to
like.
Jamal Adams. That's a dog.
Remember you and I talking about that earlier in the season, probably before he really started playing a role, where we're like, who is the guy in this defense that's going to like the energy giver? You know, like Jermaine Johnson, you could say was one. He was hurt at the time. But other than that, you didn't have like a C.J. Mosley, a guy that was going to rally the troops and really just like set the tone. And it seems like he's that guy. Like, he has a lot of confidence. He says all the right things. He's really fun to talk to, just as like a guy in the locker room, and he's really thoughtful and
on the line.
He loves being a Jet already. So I think he's a guy that he could be like a culture changing type play. Not in terms of even, not saying he's going to be a superstar or anything, but just the way he plays football can be a really big boon for Aaron Glenn as he tries to find like his guys with this new regime.
How about that?
Man, that's savage. Right?
He's a savage.
Yeah. I mean, time to go watch the Titans lose. I mean, your teammates, you would think maybe you were still friends with, or, you know, cared about them personally.
I wouldn't have taken it that way. I would have taken it more organizationally from that. But obviously, that was from a middleman, and we didn't hear it, and all these things. But I just didn't understand the Jarvis Brownlee trade in the moment. And now that they've traded Roger McCrary, I don't understand why you didn't keep Jarvis Brownlee, move him into the slot. He's on the rookie deal.
And build around him. At least you have a piece that's not terrible or unknown.
Yeah. Like I said, we said in the moment, there must be something other than football that led to this. Has to be, because it makes no sense.
I mean, and he was pretty vocal when he first joined the Jets that he was shocked and had no idea it was coming. And there wasn't,
he was asleep.
Yeah, and there wasn't any conversation about him being an issue in the locker room or anything like that.
I've never heard anything about that before.
No, well, until after when.
Yeah, that's when you hear things.
That's when all the stuff came out, which is okay. Whatever.
Like, Brian Kelly's the one that, like, you heard all the things that you're hearing after he got fired. You heard all that before.
And during.
That's what I'm saying. And, like, you knew he was a bad fit at LSU. So you knew at some point, dude, you better win because they will get rid of you quicker than cheese grits.
Did you see that story about one of his starting centers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who never spoke to him.
Never
Brian
had a meeting in his
never
office.
Talked to him.
Started 2 years.
2 years. 2 straight years.
And never had a conversation with your head coach one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just poor relationship building from the head coach. And I get sometimes, listen, Nick Saban knew his players in and out and had relationships with them. Like, his players have said, you know, I mean, listen to Derrick Henry talk about him. But his players have said numerous times, like, you know, hey man, Saban's funny. You know, he had relationships. How do you not ever sit down and have a conversation or be like, hey, how are things going with your starting center for 2 years? And it's your center. I mean, the guy that starts everything offensively.
I mean, did you see the clip from when he was at Notre Dame and he went at Marcus Freeman on the sideline?
Yeah.
Like, grabbed him by the shirt. Do not put your hands on me. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of examples of how and where Brian Kelly has just dressed down assistants and treated people and players poorly. You just, at some point, karma, man, catches up to you.
Our buddy Blake Krieger said confidence is real, arrogance is fake. You know, I heard Pat Summitt talk about fake confidence one time, where you're almost like trying to talk yourself into something.
Yeah.
Because you're not.
You don't think that's Pavia?
No. Mm-mm. I think there's definitely some arrogance in him, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, 615-737-1045. Latest national championship odds from BetMG. Got the top 11 for you when we come back. 615-737-1045. Fine line, confidence and arrogance. What you got? We'll be right back. Oh, Buck Rising. I do remember the bottle service little deal there. eSpaces.com. If you're looking for workspace, short-term, long-term, maybe you need meeting space, maybe you need to gather some colleagues in a centralized place, eSpaces.com is the website. They have 15 locations, including 2 new ones. One in Cool Springs at Corporate Center, one in Brentwood at City Park. Again, 15 locations. If you want to see where they are, easily done. eSpaces.com. eSpaces is redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals. Featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms, fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? Tours available now. Reserve your space early. Visit eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. Again, 15 locations. You can see them all online at eSpaces.com.
MedicalHouseCalls.com. This is healthcare designed for your life, people. Parents, you're outside. No, you're not outside. You're inside, and you're wondering, like, how do these germs get in here? Now everybody in the house is sick. You ain't got time to miss work to be going to urgent care or going to see your primary doctor. Why do all of that when you can bring the doctor to your home? And this is everything included, whether it be primary care, whether it be urgent care, whether it be IV therapy, you can get it all taken care of. Their at-home urgent care offers expert medical care without waiting. Everything from sickness, infections, injuries, in-home labs, testing, and more. For a flat fee, you get an evaluation, a full exam, treatment plan, and prescriptions if you need it. It don't get better than that. They call it in for you. All you got to do is call this number, 615-838-2375. Trust me, I've been through it, been feeling sick, and boom, the IV. They show up with it, and I'm back to new. 7 days a week, medicalhousecalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, Tupac Tuesday. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport. Ron Slay will be back tomorrow. Miss old Slay Dog. Doing basketball things last couple days. Zeph, you're filling in as a host.
You hosting, Zeffy?
Next week with Cover 2.
Nice.
That's so sweet of her to ask that way. You hosting, Zeffy? So cute.
Aw.
Yeah,
Our baby's all grown up.
Yeah, her and Slay have nicknames for my nickname.
I know they do.
Slay, it's Zephyr.
Zephyr, which I immediately think heifer, which is definitely not you.
And, well, Reese and Laura, whenever they call, they use Zephyr.
Yep.
Which has been picked
Bless
up.
you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And Dawn uses Zeffy.
I always call him Zeffy.
Oh, Zeffy. I don't know what I call you.
Do you care?
Yeah.
You don't care.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I do care when you call me by my real name because it's weird. I don't expect it.
Joseph Bonanno.
If she's doing that, something's wrong.
Yeah. Then
No, like sometimes it's just, she'll just say it. I'm like,
So you're filling in when? For who?
Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm filling in with Zach. Friday, it'll be me and Dr. Kevin Dyson.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And then the following Monday, I'll be with Blaine.
Look at you. My boy's all grows up. He's all grows up. He's all grows up. That's a line from Singles. Not Singles. Swingers. Need to see that movie. It's
I don't think
Vince
I've ever
Vaughn.
seen that.
It's Vince Vaughn. And it's an amazing movie. Great film. Also, that reminds me, Bert and Buck asked earlier, Brent, you've never seen Clue? Yes, I've seen Clue literally 200 times.
You probably quote it at least once a day.
I've seen it more times than Babs has seen Dave Matthews Band, which is a lot.
That's crazy.
I sent her a clip from when Dave was like playing by himself, like outside
In Charlottesville at a Blockbuster or something.
which I had never seen before. It was a Blockbuster video. I had never seen it before. I sent it to Babs. I'm like, look at this. She's like, I've seen this a million times. It's great.
But it's great.
It is great. I
And how crazy how different his voice is now, just after like probably years of smoking pot and singing. So different now.
You ever do one of those like real life like Clue murder mystery dinners?
No, but
No,
we went
but
to
I've
House
seen
of
them.
we went to House of Cards, which is nothing like that. But
No, not at all. Just completely.
no, but it's like dinner entertainment though.
Yeah, but this you are the entertainment. You're a part of the spectacle.
No, I have not seen that.
That was nothing. That was nothing.
No, but I see where you're coming from there, Mayor. You know.
Oh man.
So it's like, no, nothing like that.
So like you never hear cover bands play Dave Matthews, hardly ever, because the music is very complex and hard to play.
Yeah.
And his voice is kind of different.
Yeah.
But at a bar last weekend, and they played Dave Matthews Band, and then they played this, I forget which song it was, Satellite. They played Satellite, and then they played Space.
And that's what they chose?
Yeah, well, that's the easiest one, but it still has chord progressions and time change. Then they played the Space Between, which I was like,
okay.
oh, that's nice. So
That's a blast from the past.
I went over there to the band. I was like, nobody ever plays Dave Matthews, and the like lead singer guy was also the drummer, and he was like, I love Dave Matthews. And so the bass player goes, I fist bumped him, and the bass player goes, I've never played that song before ever in my life. I'm like, that skill set just blows my mind.
The musician skill set.
Yes.
To just hear something and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom it. You know why? Because I have zero musical talent. Zero.
I had the opportunity to go into a production studio. David Nail was cutting a song, and he invited me in there. And to watch those guys do that, that was one of my favorite experiences of my life. Like, I just love watching the creative process. And
how ridiculously talented they are. You know, I feel like I host a bunch of like songwriters nights or whatever where they talk about how they wrote a song and all of that.
I love those things.
Oh, those things are the best. But that process is unreal. I mean, can't you just imagine like 4, 5, 6 people just sitting around and, oh yeah, well, what about that? I mean, to me, that's just, it's nuts because I don't have that creative bone in my body.
There's so many.
There's a million people listening to us that probably do that.
Yeah, because like I run into
this
people, I'm
city
sure
is
you do
nuts.
too, in that world, in that music world, and they love what we do, which is funny
Yeah.
to me. But
Yeah.
yeah, the song was Whatever She's Got, and it went top 20. And I was like, I was sitting in the room when they did this. That was crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Drinking a beer.
So, real quick, just a little NFL news. A pass rusher trade that I think is interesting for Titans fans because it involves a team that you might have thought that could do a deal with the Titans before next Tuesday's trade deadline, which week away from the NFL trade deadline, November 4th. The 49ers are trading for Patriots defensive end Keon White. 49ers were a name or a team linked to Arden Key in a couple reports over the last couple weeks as a potential trade target. They've had some injuries on that defense. And Arden Key with that history over there in San Francisco.
I think Arden Key's problem is that he's not available right now.
And that is true. And that might be why the 49ers went ahead and made a move because of that. But it was a sixth round pick, seventh round pick swap for Keon White.
Arden Key could get moved. But again, he hasn't played the last few weeks, or a couple weeks. Also, Tig is a name to watch. Those are the two.
Those are the two left.
Trading deadline is next Tuesday.
And they've said, reports have said no to Big Jeff. But he's hurt too.
CBD2 says David Nail is a heck of a voice. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him a couple of times when he has been the featured entertainment. And I read in Rolling Stone about David Nail one time. If they truly gave the Male Vocalist of the Year award to the man with the best voice, they would give it to David Nail every year. Which I thought was an incredible thing to say about someone, but also true.
Yeah.
So search him out if you haven't heard David Nail. Nashville National Championship odds from BetMGM. Currently, as we sit, number 11 on this list, Vanderbilt, plus 2,500. So Vanderbilt is 25-1 to win the national championship. How about that? These are the days we live in which we live. Sorry.
Crazy.
Number 9, Ole Miss and Texas Tech at plus 2,000. That's 20-1. Miami is 8 at 15-1. 3 teams tied at 5. Georgia, Oregon, Notre Dame at 10-1. Texas A&M 9-1. They are 4th. Alabama 3rd, 8-1. Indiana 2nd, 7-1.
This is also the world in which we live.
That's right. Ohio State, the favorite to win it all at plus 275. So, game 4 coming up tonight. You guys going to be with me and Zeph watching until 2 in the morning?
We
doing this again?
If this thing goes to extras again,
that would be.
Pray for all the people on the East Coast.
Ohtani pitching. We'll see. Also, he's respaced 10 straight times. I mean, this guy. Oh, man. Slayback at it tomorrow. We'll be at the Grove in Murfreesboro, MTSU, Jacksonville State. Again, kiddos dressed in costume get in free 12 and under to the game at 6:30. We'll be there 3 to 6. We really appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be ya unless...
Are you doing it? Shout out.
Shout out to...
Oh, come on,
I don't
Zach.
have one.
Bert, who doesn't like baseball at all?
Bert. No, shout out to Extra Innings Baseball because that game was awesome.
Way to ring it in there.